hearts spinning around. Vino, Dave, and Robin Town. Mix it up, never down. Glasses clinking, all night sound. Shake it up, let's get loud. Sipping spirits in this crowd. Laughing jokes, no one's count. Live streams got us real proud. Drinking buddies, feeling fine. Cocktails flowing every time. Mix and stir and twist that line. Having fun ain't a crime. Oh, having fun ain't a crime.
All right. What's up, home bartenders? What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Drinking Buddies. This is episode 21. We've done 21 of these. And today we are looking at war flicks and strong sips. So we're going to review some war movies and we're going to make some strong cocktails.
Yep. These cocktails, like I told Rob, these cocktails are going to be as stiff as a dead soldier.
So we've got Coach Vino from the Progress Bar. We are missing Dave from Booze on the Rocks tonight. He's feeling under the weather, but so he's sitting this one out. But he'll be here for the next one next month. So don't you worry, Dave will return. And we got some other people that will be joining us.
Dave. We'll make you proud.
Yeah. And we got some other people that are going to be joining us shortly. A couple of them are waiting in the lobby, so we're going to bring them in. And we're gonna have a fun time tonight. Let's see,
so make sure you head over to my channel. Rob put a link. Hey, yay, sir, my channel.
I love those effects. I don't get it, but I love it.
Yeah. So head over to my channel. Rob will put a link in the chat there for you guys. Because that's where everybody's going to be hanging out. The chat should all hang out in one space. This streaming app the streaming app that Rob uses is amazing, but unfortunately it does keep the chat separate, so you have to go to one channel to hang out together, right, guys?
Yeah,
so
I can overlay the chat, and you can see. I can overlay the chat. We can see everyone, but if you're looking on your phone and you're just on one channel and everyone's on the other channel, you're not going to be able to chat with everyone.
Yeah. So who we got? We got Tim, my man Tim. We got my man Sean.
Sean.
All right, we got Better Bourbon. All right.
Terrific Bourbon's here.
All right, of course, my buddy Matt, Iceman Can't Cook. Love it.
Right.
Love it.
All right. We also have. I'm gonna bring in our first co-host here.
It's Eric.
Eric's here. Yeah. We got Mike from Mike's Hard Reviews. So everyone say hi to Mike.
All right. Welcome, Mike.
Hello.
So we'll put a link to Mike's Hard Reviews in the chat also at some point, so you guys can go ahead and subscribe to. Mike, how long you been doing the YouTube thing? You're relatively new, huh?
So with the consistency, yes. I think I got it pulled up right here. I started like around the time I took my first bartending gig, like sort of going on 4 years ago now. So
all right.
Late 21.
Nice. Were you looking at your resume there, reading it from your?
I was scrolling to the bottom of my videos tab. But you don't make enough content when you can open your phone and in a second scroll to the bottom of your video.
Yeah, definitely gotta bump the content there.
Oh yeah,
but that's fine. Awesome, I mean, hey, this is you gotta love doing this. If you're gonna put in the time, right?
You sure do, brother. You sure do. Not many of us survived. There's a lot of channels that have not, So we started during the pandemic, as most of you probably know. And I got to tell you, I think from we call it the class of pandemic. Yeah. Me and Rob are one of the few channels left of that time, man.
Yeah, Dave actually predates pandemic. I think he started in like 2018, 2019.
Dave predates
but there was a bunch of people that started channels during the pandemic. A lot of them were just out of work bartenders because everything was closed.
Mm-hmm.
And then since then, some of them became Anders Ericsson.
Mm-hmm.
And then some of them, a lot of them just they went back to work. So
yeah, and then the other ones just were me and Rob.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I remember Anders like that first year. Anders was only like maybe 100 subs ahead of me, and I kept thinking, I'm going to catch up to him. And boy, was I wrong.
It's funny because I used to do these pub crawl interviews where I interviewed the bartenders on YouTube and just kind of talked about their bartending stuff, whatever. And when I interviewed Anders, he had like 60,000, and now he's at.
You did get him like while he was starting to rise.
I got him not at the bell curve. He was still kind of there, but he's at almost 600,000 now. You know what I'm saying? So that's like
insane.
what's that times 10,000 or whatever the hell it is. That's
insane.
amazing. Yeah, he deserves. The guy's a really good dude. He's super talented.
Oh,
And his
nice little factoid from Tim
and
there.
his wife is an amazing photographer too. So
It's true, eh? The March was around the time where everything went into lockdown. So
that's right.
Officially,
Now
officially
Tim's
5
been
years.
around. Tim is unique, right? So Tim was one of our.
That's right. We will get there. We will catch up to Anders.
So Tim's story is unique because he was a sub, just a sub, and he was the best sub. Then he started a channel. But Tim, do you predate pandemic as a sub, or did you join during the pandemic? Did you start following people during the pandemic?
That's interesting.
I don't know, because when I joined, Tim was like there already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He was just and it's interesting. He started his channel in order to join one of our challenges. So in
we used to do
December,
these challenges. That's right.
December of 2020, we issued the Christmas Martini Challenge. All the cocktail channels making a Christmas martini, and we issued the challenge to the people that had YouTube channels, but we also said, hey, anyone out there on Instagram or whatever, just post a photo. And sure enough, Tim frickin' goes and makes a video, and then he hasn't stopped. So
He hasn't stopped since. Nope. I mean, what's good about with Tim is like he was such a popular subscriber that he had like a built-in audience pretty quickly, right? He didn't have to really work too hard to get his first like 100 or so. He was like right off the bat, people knew who Tim was. That's true. If you're someone starting a YouTube channel that doesn't know anyone from Adam, it's hard to climb unless you're honest.
It's those Well, I mean, those for anyone, right? I'd say those first 100 subs are the hardest, and it's always those landmarks, right? So that first 100 is rough. That first 1,000 is rough. Oof. And then after that, it's the road to monetization.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Well, speaking of, I just made 4,000 today actually, so that's pretty dope.
Nice, good job.
Nice.
Make the sparks again.
That's it. How did I do it? Yay! I don't know how I did it, man.
Is it thumbs?
Let me see. Remember, this was in my old iPad did this, and this I haven't used an iPad for a while, so this is the first time I'm using it. I don't know what made it go like that. Oh well.
Yeah.
Jazz hands. So listen, guys. So today, like
SNES dude, who's this? Said, hey, thanks for joining.
Hey, what's up, SNES? Oh, Super NES, nice.
Super NES.
Dude, that's my favorite video game machine of all time. I like this guy already. All right, Brazilian Rob is in the house. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? So, guys, today we're going to be ranking all-time war movies, okay? And we're going to be making some stiff cocktails. So, why don't we get started, Rob, with our first drink? In the chat, let us know, what is your favorite war movie of all time?
Yeah.
Your favorite.
While I prep my drink. All right. So I am making, for my first one, I'm doing the, let me get the recipe here. Oh, got some reverb there. So I'm doing the white Negroni sour. So with this, I'm going to 1.5 ounces of a Navy Strength gin, 1.5 ounces of Quina Lillet, which I have made homemade. Obviously, doesn't exist anymore, but any quinquina liqueur. So you wouldn't want to use Lillet Blanc. You could, but something like Coque Americano apparently is closer because you do want that quinine flavor. But I've got this 57% Navy Strength gin from a local distillery here.
Nice.
Looks like a crazy.
That's a really cool bottle.
Looks like a
so
high-end perfume.
basically, Rob, we said the qualifier here is that at least one of these spirits high proof.
Well, I was thinking about that. I mean, I would say
the base spirit, right?
Well, then again, something like I would still quantify something like a Long Island iced tea because you just have a shitload of booze, right? So
All right,
that
I mean that might be like one of the caveats is something like that. But in general,
so either high proof spirit or just lots of booze.
yeah, or maybe something even like doesn't have maybe it has no modifier or something like that. It's just like super boozy. Yeah. Well, mine are both OP rums. So I'm
so
good.
same with mine. So yeah, so basically here, so we've got the Kina is it's what's providing the bitterness because this is a Negroni, and that's why another reason you wouldn't want to use Lillet Blanc here because Lillet Blanc is not bitter hardly. So
yeah, it's not at all. I love Lillet Blanc. You guys probably know that. I have a bunch of videos about it, but it's not bitter.
No, it's not. And that's really. It's interesting. I wonder what brought them to discontinue Kina Lillet instead of just having both products. It's weird why they changed that formula that way. Well, and why not just have both products? Because they are quite different. So I don't see why you couldn't have both.
All right. So let me look in the chat. I asked everybody about. Thank you guys first of all for the congrats on the.
Yeah, 4,000. That's a milestone.
On the 4,000, that's pretty sweet. Let's see. So, what do we got for best film? Favorite war films? Hey, Rob, do we do comedies for this list, or is it just I don't know? I can't remember.
We did rom-coms, but we haven't done comedies.
No, for the war films, are they Is it all?
No, like I think the funniest one we have on the list will be Inglourious Bastards, but we didn't go full on. Like we didn't
put like Hogan's Heroes and nothing like that.
Well, yeah, we didn't put Thunder. No. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
But we do have like I said, we do have Inglourious Bastards, which is
all right. So Tim,
really a comedy, but it's comedic.
Yeah, it's like a dark comedy. So Tim has 300, which is definitely a war movie. It's freaking awesome.
We went Sean says this is more modern combat, but yes, technically.
Yeah. I don't know if Tim was trying to be silly or if he was serious. We'll see. Actually, Tim is a veteran. If I'm not mistaken, Tim is a veteran. So we love that about him.
Tim.
Yeah. Let's see. Tim, correct me if I'm wrong, my friend. Hold on 1 second.
Watch me not drop the yolk in here. I have done that in a live before. Although I was already to be fair, I was already a few drinks in.
All right, so Sean says Black Hawk Down, which is freaking awesome.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Is Black Hawk Down the one with
Josh Hartnett, isn't it?
Josh Hartnett, right? Yeah, that's a banger, man. All right, so who's this? Iceman says Full Metal Jacket. That's great. Or Platoon.
I was rewatching some scenes of that just the other day on YouTube. Yeah. Great film.
Platoon is a banger. Tropic Thunder, I'm probably not going to count down for tonight, but it's super good. All right, Eric Sloop says Kelly's Heroes, which is a comedy. Let's see, what else we got? Being a veteran is hard for me. Yeah, see, Tim says being a veteran is hard for me to watch war movies. Yeah, I feel that, man. Again, Tim, we appreciate your service, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, could be did you just buy? This is good. So better bourbon says Dunkirk, which is really good. Oof, that was super good. All right, the Rusty Bartender is on. What's up, brother? Nice to see you on the live.
Whew. Yeah, that was a hard one. I've stopped doing double shakes on egg white cocktails. I just shake the shit out of it.
What's the crack, Rusty? All right, 4,000 people is a small town. That's great. Success in 4K. All right. I'm serious. John Wayne, Green Berets. Drop a yolk. What kind of is that? Ha. You know what's a good one that I enjoyed that people don't talk about enough? Good Morning Vietnam with Tom Cruise. That was a really good one. It was more of a super psychological.
Yeah, I was gonna say that isn't
Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Was that?
You said Tom Cruise. Robin Williams was.
No, then yes, that's a banger. But what's the one with Tom Cruise that he's paralyzed?
Oh, I don't know. I can't think of that.
In the chat, what's the movie with Tom Cruise where he's paralyzed in the film? He's a veteran. It's not Good Morning Vietnam. It's what the hell is it? But that's a great movie, yeah. Somebody in the chat's gonna know what I'm talking about.
Come on, guys. Figure it out.
Yeah, it was really good. It's more about his, like, obviously a lot of Vietnam vets came back a little screwed up and stuff, and he's trying to adjust. It's like a really wild movie.
Also, for our list, we did try to focus mainly on films that were really about the combat, not so much like the effects of war. So we actually did drop Schindler's List from our list because it's more about the kind of the effects of war, not the combat part.
These are more combat films. And Born on the 4th of July. Thank you, Rusty, and thank you, Matt. Born on the 4th of July. That's a great movie, man.
I think I have seen that, but it's probably.
You've got to see it. You've got to see it. It's really good. It's just it's wild. It's one of those movies that I don't think Tom Cruise gets enough credit for.
All right, look at that bad boy. Nice head of foam on there.
Nice. I like it a lot.
Give the official taste. Man, you wouldn't be able to tell if this is high proof.
Mm-hmm.
It almost
There's
feels
enough
kind of
modifiers
flat.
in it.
Yeah, it almost feels kind of flat right up front, but then that quinine really hits in the back end.
Oh yeah,
I love that. I love that flavor. There's something about it, just fantastic.
Yeah, you've been super into your quinoa.
Look how clear it's gotten. It's really kind of clarified.
Yeah, I saw you refiltered it, right?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing how it was super cloudy. I've made a few like homemade amaros now and things with different like barks and roots and stuff, and those leach off so much sediment. So they're very cloudy when you first make it, but you let it sit for a couple of weeks and everything just drops at the bottom.
So in the chat, what are you guys drinking tonight? Let us know if you're drinking tonight, even if it's a soft drink. What are you guys drinking tonight? I have my water here, but I'm also having some boozy stuff too. So we're balancing it. Your buddy Coach Vino has a Girl Scouts meeting tomorrow, so we got a hard out at 10 tonight, guys. Listen, at the end of the chat, at the end of the live tonight, we're gonna do a shot again. We're gonna do a little Irish whiskey shot for St. Patrick's Day, and we implore you guys to join us on screen again, like we did last week. That was really fun. So if you guys want to join us for a shot at the end of the live stream at around 10, we'd love to have you guys on for 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah, Apocalypse Now. That's another one. That's a great.
That's probably my favorite. Apocalypse Now is fantastic.
That might be the first film that really like exposed the Vietnam War in a way that was like, what is going on, dude?
And it's very well shot. It's very cinematic in every aspect. There's a lot of like really quotable lines too, and I love the smell of napalm in the morning, and then
that was Pete Coppola though, man. That was Pete Coppola.
Yeah, and then the scene with the Colonel or like Marlon Brando's character when you go see them, and that one's been parodied so many times where he's dripping the water on his head, and then he looks at him and says, "Are you an assassin?" That whole scene is just crazy. I know Seinfeld did a parody of that scene with Peterman.
All right, nice. So DJ Umis said is having King of Barbados, which is the video I released today. It's a really delicious kind of like fall into spring cocktail. It's super flavorful because it uses allspice dram, so it's got like that punch of allspice. It's a really nice little cocktail. All right, so what's this? Sean's having gin, dry vermouth, Campari, and amaretto. Did you make that up, Sean? I don't know if that's like a common cocktail. It sounds delicious though.
Yeah.
Just got home. All right, Tim said he just got home, so he's just getting warmed up.
Nice.
All right, good.
Hey,
Stefan is in the house. Nice. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and make my drink, Rob. I'm gonna start with the wordsmith, Rob.
Oh, I think that one's last on thing. You're not
All right, then I'll do
following
whatever.
the
I'll do.
order.
I'll do the. I'll do.
It's
All right, got it.
I'm
All right,
already
beautiful.
there.
We all get to
I'm
watch
already
Rob
there.
just frantically smashing his finger into a keyboard.
All right, wordsmith. What do we got? That's the Jamaican rum. All right, that's the Smith and Cross. Also,
Smith
here
and
goes
Cross.
our Smith and Cross
Oh, here we
sponsor.
go.
Here we go.
We got to do the
Our not
Here.
sponsor, Smith and Cross.
sponsor us, Smith and Cross.
We're gonna have to just pick a new rum at some point and hope that they do it.
Never. It's the best one.
It's just nothing is good. Hey Rob, put that up on the screen again for me, brother, if you don't mind. All right, here we
Here
go.
it is.
Right. Yeah, so anything with Smith and Cross is always a banger. And I've had this before. I think I've made it for the channel. I'm not 100% sure. Can't keep track anymore, right, man? We've made so many cocktails over the years. It's hard to keep track.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to count how many. My hands are wet. How many cocktails I've made between, social media and
I mean, impossible to
YouTube.
tell. I mean,
Have you guys ever,
I mean, I'm sure I can hire someone to come do it for me, but I
I
ain't
put a
doing
random S at the end of the. You're putting in some lime juices.
it. That's the sassy version of lime juice. Let's see.
So I'm curious. You mentioned like how many recipes you've made. Have you guys ever lost a recipe and then found it like a year and a half, years later? Like, oh wait,
Like what do you mean? Like the physical, like the video, or a actual piece of paper with the recipe on it?
actual piece of paper with the recipe on it, or like the idea comes back to you, or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah, that's happened. I mean, I don't think I've
I
lost a recipe. But
journal everything.
I don't think I've lost a recipe, but I have like I'll have like a cocktail that like maybe during a summer I was obsessed with, and then I don't make it for like 2 years, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh yeah, that recipe that used to be great, and then so it's like I'm rediscovering a cocktail that you liked.
All right, Rob, you can put the chat back up, Rob.
Yeah.
All right.
I once lost the first special I ever came with at the hotel bar that I was working. I lost that for like 2-3 years, and I just happened to open the audio recordings on my phone, and I found a scrap, like video audio, sitting in there. The recipe back. Like, thank God.
Lost. So Stefan is having a lost and found Wild Turkey 101, Averna, Campari, and lemon juice. That I feel like he's talking to me directly.
Hey, Connor's drinking Reno Motels. Hell yeah.
What is Reno Motel?
It's like a fancier yet also worse Jaeger bomb.
All right then.
It's a layered
So
Jaeger
Sean-
bomb with extra vodka.
Sean says that the cocktail he's having that I described before is called a Philby. The Philby.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like the sound of that. I'm gonna have to visit that one at some point. So I like the one that Stefan and him make it sound pretty good. All right, gentlemen,
Yeah,
this is my wordsmith. Cheers to the chat. Thank you for joining us today, Mike. Welcome to the show.
yeah, had to be here.
Mike, do you have a cocktail you want to make?
I do
Oh, yeah.
actually. I have a Mai Tai variation based on overproof rum.
Oh, I like
Nice.
that about it.
I know, yeah, Gosling's 151. Solid for the price. Here in Michigan, it's like $18-19 a bottle. It's actually
Oh,
really cheap. For
That's a
overproof.
steal. They're like 50 here.
Are you serious?
Well, the regular Goslings is only like 28, but the 151 is pretty expensive.
Wow,
Mm.
I wouldn't have guessed. But yeah, so it's a Mai Tai riff that subs out the almond, like the orgeat, for macadamia nut, replaces
Nice.
the orange with banana, and then I'm gonna add some bitters too, because while we all wish
That
we were
sounds good.
sponsored by Smith and Cross, I am actually sponsored by McMahon and Tate Cocktail Company.
Oh,
No. there we go.
Your bitters, accoutrement, salt rims, and dried fruit garnish needs. So,
Mike, you got to clear that. Mike, you got to clear that with our attorney before you start doing stuff.
what do you mean? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Nobody said anything. Nobody said anything about anything. What are you talking about? All is well. All is well and good. So,
yeah, that does sound good.
yeah, it is 2 ounces of the overproof, 3/4 of lime, and then half each macadamia and banana.
Eric, thanks for stopping by, Eric. Appreciate it, brother. I know he's traveling today. Eric's a truck driver, so he's going to be hitting the road right now.
Hey, Rob,
Cheers,
fellow
drive safe.
Michigander. Nice. Are you also enjoying the 30 minutes we had of warm weather today?
It's getting warmer here. The snow's finally melting.
Yeah,
Although you
it's
never-
been
you
beautiful.
never know
in
You
New
guys
York.
still have
we might-
snow up there?
What's that?
You guys still have snow up there?
Oh, lots of it. But it is melting, so it's no long. It's just like it's no longer snow you can play with. Like the kids just show up super wet every day because it's just like it's like slush basically. But it's like
Yeah,
mountains
we had
of
we
slush.
had a real winter in New York this year. I can tell you that we had snow, cold weather, and it looks like we're gonna have a real spring because it's been pretty nice the last few days.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been melting.
That's why I
fast.
made. That's why I made the cocktail I made. This is like it's kind of like in between weather, so the cocktail's perfect for that.
Fair. Good call, honestly. Yeah. We had a
Cool.
decent winter, but only after all the holidays passed. You never get a white Christmas in Michigan anymore for whatever reason.
Bacon bitters. What?
That sounds
Wait,
awesome.
what?
Lucky bastard.
I don't know if
bacon
it's good or
bitters.
not, but
Wait.
it sounds like it sounds pretty sick. Is this
I
so?
can't-
So,
I
so
can't help
Stefan,
it.
what is it? Is it smoky and sweet? Because if it is, that's really fire.
Salty, smoky, sweet. That's what it would have to be, right?
That would be
I assume
crazy.
bitter as well.
Bacon?
but-
How do you make that?
Yeah, I
shelf
would assume
steak?
there's some bitterness in it.
But
That's
there's
the
enough
thing
booze
about
in
it, though. I gotta tell you,
probably
man.
fat
I've had
wash- probably fat wash whatever spirit that you're going to be at the base of your bitters, and then I don't know.
I don't know, but it sounds
Pray.
wicked. I need
do a
a
lot of praying. Maybe it works.
smoky, salty, and
umami.
all right.
Umami.
That sounds
Earthy.
crazy. Who makes it? What's the brand?
You said Lucky Bastard.
Stefan, Lucky Bastard.
Lucky Bastard. Yeah. Never heard of it, but I have to check it out.
Hopefully, it's not a Canadian brand because otherwise, I'm not paying twice as much.
Oh, I'll happily step in and do it then.
I'd rather pay
Stefan
Rob to
is
send it to me.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, Stefan is the king of bitters.
Oh, he's definitely the king of bitters. I think he's got. Geez, I don't even know. I remember him telling me last time it was crazy high.
I thought I was pretty good with my like 15 bitters or something.
Yeah, what do I
Stefan's
got? I've got 20. I've got 25 bottles.
Oh wow, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah, I got a decent collection. 25 bottles. Everybody in the chat, let us know how many bottles of bitters do you have, and don't be ashamed if you only have 2. Just put it in the chat. How many bitter bottles do you have? I have 25.
Although if you have 2, they better be Ango and Peychaud's at least.
Yeah, I mean, no, orange. You have to have
Or-
Ango and orange. Because Peychaud's
Okay, so
is
you
great,
just-
but it's not in a lot of cocktails.
I suppose. I don't know. Between orange and Peychaud's, I probably use Peychaud's more.
Really? No, I feel like I use orange all the time. I also drink a lot of Manhattan Riffs, and orange bitters is great in those.
I just I guess I don't know. The
All right,
orange-
so
and
on
the
that
orange is
16,
nice, I
that's
just
great.
don't always use
Nice,
it.
16.
Ooh,
16
Lucky
is
Bastards
great.
is in fact Canadian, so I'm gonna have to check this out.
What's,
I guess I am the
oh my
lucky
God,
bastard.
Iceman.
I'm a big man into, and that's not counting duplicates.
All right, so Better Bourbon has 13. What is Better Bourbon's name? It's the I don't want to call him Better Bourbon all the time. You know,
You told
anybody
us
know
once.
Better Bourbon? What's
You
your
got something
actual name, brother?
against alliteration?
Maybe his name is Bab. That's his B-A-B. Bab. We'll call him Bab. So Bab, how many bottles you got there, Bab?
Until we know otherwise.
You know me, I'll make poor
artist
Rob
formerly known as
is Brazilian
Bab.
Rob now. So Iceman has 35 to 50, which is a kind of a big, kind of widespread gap. Is that close? So it's one or the other. Wow, Brazilian Rob has 34 bitters. Nice.
My God.
Nice. Tim, 35.
What is the bitters you use the least? For me, it's
The
definitely
one I use the
celery.
least, God, I have so many I don't use, man.
Yeah, for me, it's definitely celery.
I've gotten to the point where I've gotten to the point where I'm not buying any more bitters. I just got to stop.
just got to use the ones you have.
Officially
I would say
back.
for me, the celery, like I bought them to do like some sort of it was like a savory, like Caesar Bloody Mary kind of drink, but
Or
it's-
martinis is great in martinis and certain gin cocktails. Is great.
I guess I like I'm not an olive guy in the martini, so to me
Mhm.
that kind of flavor in a martini is not what I want. I prefer like a lemon twist in a martini. I like it the fresh brightness. I don't like the saltiness.
All right. So
So-
first of all, welcome to the show, Al Ho. Always a great guy. Been around for a long time. He has 5, and he has the most. He has honestly 5, probably the most important ones you need.
Those are. Yeah,
I was gonna say
if you're-
shout out to the tiki bitters because that's a slept on option.
Oh, I love those.
That
Love
is
those
not. I don't even think it's slept. I don't even think it's slept on anymore. I mean, it's become such a prominent bitter in recipes now, and it's so good. It's unbelievable.
I think it is
These
if
would
you do
be
the
if I
modern
was to
stuff.
make a list of the top 5 bitters to use. This would be exactly it.
I think
Ango,
Alho has the top
orange.
5.
The order I would put is Ango, Peychaud's, orange, tiki, chocolate.
Yeah,
That
I don't know
would
if I have
be- that
an
would be
order,
my-
but I would pick those 5.
That would be my order of importance. But yeah.
All right, so hold on. Before we keep chatting, let Mike tell us about what we got going on there. What's it taste like, brother?
So imagine like a banana candy, but it'll get you fucked up. No, it's great. It's
It's like an
balanced,
edible,
slightly
boozy edible.
Yeah,
Boozy edible.
boozy edible, basically. Yeah, it's got the same. All the hits on the same notes as a Mai Tai, but with a little bit more intense rum character. And banana and macadamia nut. That's just like
How's that
dessert in a
macadamia?
glass.
I've got the Trader Vic's, and I find it
Very sweet.
very
Very
sweet and
sweet.
slightly like smoky, almost like
Yeah,
yeah, it's got like
Yeah.
a smoky nuttiness.
but that's not surprising though. That's not surprising. For some reason, I'm not surprised that it has that smoky.
I just
kind of notes.
haven't found too many uses for it, but I'm curious to actually
It's
try that one.
it's not in a lot of recipes. You got to improv a lot.
No, you do.
Yeah,
So-
the first time
but
I started
I made
using
a
it,
few,
one.
and I didn't like them as much.
All right, so hold on. Let's just go through the chat real quick. Mike Johnson, welcome to the show. He says he's got 27 bottles. Iceman says that his apple blossom bitters are the least used. That's one I don't know that I would ever have bought. That's a tough one. I'm assuming he bought it for a recipe, or Sparkles told us
That's
to
the
do
way
it.
it is. Like when you have weird bitters, they were either part of a set or you bought them for one specific recipe.
So
Yeah.
Brazilian Rob says banana bergamot. Like what?
That is
What a
weird.
weird bitter.
Who makes banana bergamot bitters?
Oh man!
Who
All right,
comes
so
up with some of these combos?
Sean says lemon bitters is his least used, and so far. And so I bought that.
Okay.
I bought lemon bitters to make the Taylor Swift cocktail that everybody went crazy for, and it sat there. But I've actually been like throwing it into stuff. It's good. It's nice. It's a nice bitters to have.
Which one
My
did you buy?
favorite
Who made
favorite
yours?
combo, my favorite bitter combo, especially during the holidays, is maple walnut
Mm.
with cardamom. You get, and it
Yes.
just gives like
Oh, that's it. Cardamom
amazing-
bitters are
Cardamom
dope.
bitters is
Cardamom
the
bitters are dope.
best.
they're amazing.
So,
But with the
so
maple
Tim
walnut,
says,
just, so good.
Tim says celery bitters and tequila is good. I've
Ooh,
never
that
had
does
it.
sound good.
Not the biggest tequila fan, so I mean,
tequila
but I'll
with
try
salt,
it.
so I could see it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
do we got? So Tim says Hellfire is his least used.
Oh, that's like a vintage bottle. They don't make that anymore.
Wow, Bab says he doesn't use mole bitters a lot. I feel like I use that a lot.
I really like the mole. I don't use
I
them
love
as
mole
often, but
bitters.
I love them. They're really good.
All right, so Matt says he has 47 bottles. He's confirmed that.
Hot dog, that's a lot.
Good.
All right, so Tom Maloney, my man, Tom Maloney's in the house. Welcome to the show, brothers. He says just walked off of work. Cheers, guys. Poured himself some Savannah
Savannah
Long
Long
57. Nice, very nice. All right, folks. So let us get into our contest, our rankings,
Let's do
or
it.
whatever you want to call it.
Real quick,
Stage
wanna shout out
one
Rob
of
again.
our military
Rum old
films.
fashioned with cardamom bitters. Oof. Yes. Sorry, I just saw that and I was like, that's exciting.
So listen, guys, the way this is going to work is we got two different rankings, you know, the American League and the National League if you're a baseball guy. So
Wait a second. How does this work?
we're going to ask you guys to participate in voting. And of course, the three of us here on the panel will also participate. All right, guys?
Trying to find the best
So
way
Rob,
to
leave the chat,
share
Rob,
this.
make sure you leave the chat up so everyone can see what's going
Yeah, we
on.
can't see us much at all, though. I don't know why.
That's okay.
What happened?
I don't care about us.
It had a bit- I guess we'll go like this. Why isn't it bigger?
Yeah.
This is so weird. All
All
right,
right, so all right, first up, Greyhound.
Greyhound
Oh
and
man,
Full Metal Jacket.
a Full Metal Jacket is not even close.
100%. Yeah.
That's not even close.
Well, yeah, that's Full Metal Jacket. Is anyone going for Tom Hanks?
I love Tom Hanks, but not in this. I mean, his other film might be the one, not this one.
Yeah, his other one might be the one.
That's true.
All right, I think we're just gonna give it to. Sorry, I'm just organizing my.
Yeah, we're gonna
too many
beat you that
windows
one.
here. All right, Full Metal.
Yep.
Yeah, Full Metal.
Oh, I like both of
Oh
these.
yeah, Apocalypse Now.
Longest
Apocalypse
Day is a
Now.
really good movie, but
I
it
was
is Apocalypse.
I was gonna say that is a good
Apocalypse.
movie though. Longest Day is really good, but it's not Apocalypse Now.
No,
Yeah,
it's not.
that's fair to say. It's two kings, and one king has a bigger kingdom.
Yeah.
Easy choice.
Bridge over the River Kwai and The Outpost. I have not seen The Outpost.
I've not seen either, so I would
I
need
haven't
some
seen
Bridge over the
assistance on
River
this one.
Kwai has it's got Obi-Wan in it.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah,
I know
with
that. That's my
Alec Guinness. Alec Guinness.
All right. So in the chat, has anyone seen either of these? Can you give us some?
I'm voting for
advice?
Bridge, but yeah, let's go to the.
Is it about like Vietnam or something? I'm assuming
It's World War II and it's POWs in a Japanese camp that are
all right. So
forced to
it's
build a
Asia.
bridge.
It is Asia. Okay. All right. Yeah. So in the chat, it looks like they're agreeing on the same thing we did, guys. So it's good. This one looks like it could be a toss-up until we get some input here.
Yeah,
So
we got
all right,
Kwai,
Brazilian
Rob.
Rob says Kwai. That might be the only vote we need or get.
Wait, if you
All
guys
right, so Mike Johnson also says
we got
River
3
Kwai.
for Kwai. That's quite a few for River
All
Kwai.
right. Quiet is, I guess.
All right.
Works for me.
All right, Bridge over the River Kwai. On the
All
river.
right, let's go for it. Let's get that one going.
Enemy at the Gates, 1917. Oh, these are both good.
Oh man,
Oh,
Enemy of the Gates is really freaking.
Yeah, I'm
1917.
gonna go with
is
the
like-
1917.
Yeah, me too. It's
I
an
really
art
enjoyed
film
that
and a war film. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with
both
Enemy
good,
of the
though.
Gates.
I do like Enemy
I'm
at the
gonna
Gates.
go in.
All right, so we'll go with the audience. See what the audience says.
Let's see what the audience has to say.
1917.
Very. I would. This can go either way.
Yeah.
All right, guys. What do you think? So what's the panel got? I think Mike went 917. Bob, what did you go?
1917. Yeah.
1917 for me.
All
Then we
right,
got
so it's 2-1. All right, looks like it might be 917. I'm not mad at that at all.
Oh, we got 1 for Enemy at the Gates. We have 3 for 1917.
I mean, this might have been Jude Law's best film.
It was very good. It was very good, but nope.
All right, we got another one for Enemy at the Gate.
Another one, yeah.
Though I will say I am a sucker for what was it? Artificial Intelligence.
That movie's
Jude Law?
awful.
Oh, I'm such a sucker for that film, man.
I can't stand that movie. It is so nonsensical.
Which one's
it,
that?
it wastes Alan Cummings.
Oh,
Broadway
that's
Broadway actor just wasted.
I don't think I've
Alan
seen
Cummings.
I thought it was good. It was like a modern day ET almost.
Okay, it's fair to say. I guess if you like ET, you would like AI as a movie.
Yeah, and ET is one of my favorites. I remember I
Is that the
grew
one
up.
with the kid from
ET is my
The Sixth
childhood
Sense?
movie.
Oh, okay.
Was that?
That tracks.
Is that the one with the kid from The Sixth Sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I don't
Haley
think I've
Joel
seen
Osment.
that actually. Yeah, I don't think I've seen
This is playing out a little close, guys.
Rob, you can
It is. We got
that good a movie.
that.
I think 1917 probably wins because of the panel, and it does have one extra vote.
It is exactly tied right now, according to Iceman. I think he's lying though.
He might be, which is great.
Do we have to quickly build a wheel and spin a wheel or flip a coin now? Is that how this works?
All right, Rob, let's go with 1917, brother. We don't want to promote it. I think it's good. Yeah. All right, 1917. That's good pick. Good pick.
Yeah.
Jarhead or Inglorious Bastards?
Oh, Inglorious Bastards.
Yeah,
Inglourious
Inglourious
Anything that
Bastards
includes
is awesome.
scalping Nazis gets my pick.
And this is
I've
different
seen
for
Jarhead. I don't remember being that interested in it, but I don't know.
Jarhead was good.
It's a compelling movie, but it's one
Yeah.
of those like 2000 mid 2000s war films that you're like somebody in the government paid them to make this movie.
Yeah.
All right, we're just gonna go Inglorious.
Yeah, we're gonna
Wait.
go Inglorious. I'd be shocked if that one doesn't win.
Yeah. Black Hawk Down or Tora
Oh,
Tora? Tora?
I just mentioned it. I love Black Hawk Down. That's a freaking great movie.
I don't think I've seen Tora Tora, so I'm gonna have to go Black Hawk Down as well.
Same, actually, yeah.
So Tora was apparently it is about Pearl Harbor.
That's what it looks
But I-
like. Yeah,
but I don't know anything
It
about
looks
it.
vintage. Is it vintage? It looks vintage.
It's an older movie,
Is that the one
All
that's
right.
from the Japanese perspective, or
possibly.
because I've heard about that movie if it is, and apparently
It's not the Michael Bay one.
with all the
We did not-
explosions.
We did not include that one, Pearl Harbor, because it's technically
You
not a
didn't
war
include
movie.
it?
No, it's a love story based in a war movie. It's not a war.
I don't know.
movie.
I get it's a love story, but it's got some amazing military scenes. That saves
does,
the
it
movie.
does.
The fight scenes are incredible, man.
That's true, but if we
Oh,
give
Savory
that
Smith is
movie
here.
the
How's it
leeway,
going,
we
buddy?
have to give Tropic Thunder the leeway, right? Because it's the same.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good fighting in Tropic Thunder, and it's just
That's
also
true.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's also Robert Downey Jr. in it, so that qualifies it.
You would never go full retard.
Oh, never go full retard.
Is
was
anyone
everyone's line
giving
for
this
it.
to? I think
No, it's Black Hawk Down.
It's Black Hawk Down. It's
I
Black
actually
Hawk
was for a second there. I was like, "What the heck is BWD?" That was people voting for Black Hawk Down.
It's VH,
Oh, wait, wouldn't that be BHD?
Down.
someone
Yeah, it
got-
would be
someone-
VHD.
All right, Midway. I haven't seen either of these. Midway or Lone Survivor. So,
Oh, Lone Survivor's great. I've seen that one. I never saw Midway.
I think I've seen
Who's in that?
That's
It looks like a big
That's-
cast.
is
I
that
could
Mark
give it to
Wahlberg on the
either.
poster? That does not look like Mark Wahlberg.
Where?
Well, on the Lone Survivor poster, it says Mark
Oh,
Wahlberg.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at the Midway cast. The Midway cast it's a lot of big names in that one.
Yeah, a lot of big name. No, but on the Lone Survivor, it says Mark Wahlberg.
Oh yeah, that's him. That's him. It's a good movie.
That
It's a
doesn't
really good
look
movie.
like
movie.
him.
Yeah.
Holy crap! That does not look like.
It's
Mark
another one of those
Wahlberg at all.
war films, where he's by himself. He has to get to the enemy lines and all that
Yeah.
shit. But it's like good popcorn movie.
Fair.
Hey, Gnome's here. Gnome, you joined
Hey,
us.
Gnome, what's
it's
up,
Gnome.
brother?
What's up, dude?
If you want to join us, Gnome, the link is in Discord. Come have yourself a drink and a debate.
So far, we haven't had much of a debate, with the exception of 1917.
Yeah, that was the only one we deliberated on for.
Okay,
Surprisingly.
so I guess we're going Midway. So what is Midway? What is it about? I have
Wait, so
no idea.
is Midway winning?
Well, we got one vote for Midway.
No,
I
yeah,
have to
that's
cop out 'cause I haven't
Okay,
seen
it's okay.
either
We
of
got a
those
few
movies.
votes for Midways actually.
all right.
Debate.
Wow, I gotta watch that then. I did not see that one.
I
Which
said
one?
Midway because I don't like Mark Wahlberg movies.
Why not? You don't like Mark Wahlberg? What's your problem? What do you got? What do you got against Mark Wahlberg?
I think he's just a little stereo. I prefer if we're gonna choose a schlocky action star, Matt Damon's my pick. That's my
Matt Damon.
you pick one, and that's
Matt Damon. That he will never live that down.
No.
It's just the most.
So Tim
hilarious
says the
thing
Lone
ever.
Survivor book is better than the movie. I mean, when has a movie ever been better than the book? Maybe Lord of the Rings.
There's a few exceptions.
I think Lord of the Rings is the exception only because Tolkien doesn't know how to write concisely. If he knew how to write concisely, that would be one of the best fantasy books ever.
He
written.
goes off on tangents and like.
Mhm. Describes
But-
every
but
blade of
but on the
grass.
flip side, the Hobbit book is better than the movies. So I mean,
Oh, 100%. That's true.
Yeah.
there is that exception too.
Well, but that's also because Peter Jackson. There was so much kerfuffle, and it would have been so much better had we gotten the Guillermo del Toro's version of The Hobbit.
I also think the source
I forgot
material
that he
wasn't
was not
worthy of a
looking to do
movie.
that initially.
He was. Oh yeah, and his it would have been a lot more practical effects. As you know, he loves his creature designs.
Yeah.
If you look like Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh, shit.
Rob Freeze on us?
I was gonna say, I think I just lost him.
Yeah, I think we lost Rob.
And it looks much better.
He's back.
no,
You back,
I can
Rob?
hear
Rob, you there?
I can
All
hear
right,
you
Rob.
guys.
You
You lose me for a second?
You froze for a second, bro.
Yeah.
Oh no! If I do drop, apparently I actually noticed this on someone else's another stream I was watching recently. If the host drops in a restream, as long as you guys are still there, the stream will live.
I think we've
live
had
on.
that
I just-
happen before. We've
Yeah,
had
and
that
I just
happen.
have to rejoin.
Yeah.
So,
There might have been
yeah.
those Canadian tariffs with turning the ban.
They just kicked in, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
we
so
go
Rob,
Midway.
I think Midway won this one, so we
I
could
think
probably
it did,
move on.
Yeah, let's just call it. Yeah.
13 hours are all quiet on the Western Front.
All quiet, 100%.
All quiet.
Wait, hold on.
I haven't
is
seen
that-
13 hours.
Is it that one or is this the original version or the remake?
No,
This
no,
is
this
the
is not.
Netflix,
That's why I'm. This is the
2022
This is the Netflix version.
Apparently, it's good.
I
haven't seen it.
Okay,
Apparently, it's
I
good.
mean, the source material is amazing, so I have to imagine it's still pretty dope.
that's fair. It probably gets the job done. So
Has anyone seen 13 Hours? I have trouble seeing John Krasinski in anything other than The Office.
Me too.
He's just Jim to me. It's hard to see him in other roles.
No, he was great in that
I haven't seen it, I heard it was good.
Netflix series where you can't make sounds or something. I think it
Yeah,
is.
Quiet Place.
Yeah, I thought he was good. Yeah, it was really good.
I still just see Jim.
You see the clueless smirk.
Yeah, exactly. I keep thinking like the reason they're all staying quiet is it's a big prank on Dwight.
Iceman wants to do an executive order to shut down the stream.
Look at this one. It's a big one.
Right. You should tell them the Siege of Firebase Gloria.
What? Well, I think everyone's agreeing with all quiet, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like it.
All
Hey,
quiet.
Rusty's back. So we got Pickles. Pickles has joined the stream.
Pickles. All right, we are on to level 2 of the first tiers. Tier 2 of the first level.
Yeah.
whatever.
I mean, this is a really good matchup, but Apocalypse
I gotta
Now
give it
is
to
Apocalypse
I
Now.
gotta give it to. I love Full Metal Jacket, but Apocalypse Now has to.
Yeah,
take
Full Metal Jacket just took on the wrong movie right now because it's a great film, but Apocalypse Now is Apocalypse Now.
Sorry,
It's
sorry
a,
about my
it's a
reprieve.
near perfect film.
I'm
it's
going to
a
be the
great
one who
film
objects
versus
to
a
this
Really?
That's cool,
Yeah.
man. We need some objections.
because Kubrick, I like the way he directs movies. And
Yeah.
while Full Metal Jacket is both a great commentary, it is also one of, if not the best Kubrick film. So,
A lot of the actors don't like the way that Kubrick directs films.
I
Yeah.
understand why. He makes hard-hitting stuff. But
Apocalypse Now, when you watch it, it's especially if you watch it for the first time, you know, when at our age, right? We were born to watch it. And you see all the guys that are in it.
Especially
like, geez.
Shelley Duvall. She does not like Kubrick's.
Shelley Duvall very much did not. Didn't that, like, ruin her life?
Yeah.
Didn't the show
Yeah, well,
ruin
he
her
made
life?
her redo a scene like something like 127 times or something.
That poor lady lost her mind. Maybe it was from that. I think she passed away just recently, right? She was
She passed away
homeless and
recently,
stuff.
yeah.
Really,
Yeah,
yeah,
and
really
it's-
sad.
yeah.
Really sad.
December 17th.
I loved her. I
think
loved
she
her
was
in
doing better.
she started doing better. Yeah,
I think she was doing
I
better,
loved her.
and then she passed away. She was sick
I
or
loved
something.
her in the Popeye movie with Robin Williams. I was such a sucker for that film when I was a kid.
I forgot that movie
That was
So
awesome.
we've
Remember,
got
she played
someone-
Olive Oil.
That's right.
Yeah, I loved Robin Williams. I just was a big fan of his. I loved his stuff.
I miss Robin Williams every day, dude.
Oh, totally.
Every
He was
single
just a good
day.
dude.
He was a good person, a phenomenal
Yep.
actor, and he stood by what
Yep.
he believed in. Like it's
Yeah, he sure did.
Anyway,
was a-
yeah, Apocalypse Now.
was
I
a
just
post on
watched.
that
I
on
just
Facebook
watched.
recently.
I just watched recently for the first time in years. Like I was like, God, I forgot how great this movie was. With De Niro and him.
Oh,
Beginning-
the dark one. The dark
No,
one. he
it's
did?
the one where De
No.
Niro has a neurological disease, and
Oh,
Robin
no.
Williams does this procedure to bring him back to normal, but the procedure doesn't last. And it's based on a true story. Awakening.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
God, it's a great film. You've got to watch it. It's such a good movie, and it's based on a true story. It's wicked.
You know what else is good? What's that movie with him and Al Pacino? Robin Williams and Al Pacino.
Oh,
Alaska.
with the film he's a photographer, right? That one.
No, Al Pacino's an investigator. He's like looking into.
Yeah, it takes place.
that's,
It takes place. Yes, it takes place in like Maine or Alaska, I think it is.
Yeah, somewhere like
Yeah.
You know, a big part of it is that they don't get enough like nighttime. The sun's always out.
Yes. So
Insomnia.
Pacino turns out to be
Insomnia.
turns out Pacino's the bad
Insomnia,
guy
yes.
now. I remember.
Insomnia.
Insomnia. Yes,
Yeah.
that's a good movie.
Yeah, that was
That is a good movie.
that was near the end.
That's when
of his
Pacino.
career.
That's when Pacino got into like kind of and I love Pacino, but he started to play himself in every movie.
Yeah, he developed Will Smith syndrome.
Yeah, he became like just kind of like a tired detective in literally every fucking film.
I feel like De Niro almost got there too. You know.
Yeah, but De
Like-
Niro's been like, he started doing a lot of wild stuff. He started doing more comedy and stuff. He really kind of took on new roles
Well, it
and
was
stuff.
funny. It was around the same time that Robin Williams started doing like these dramas
Drama?
or thrillers and things like that. And De Niro started doing comedies. So it was kind of funny because they were both kind of flip the switch on what their kind of movies they were making.
Yeah, De Niro just did a Netflix or an Apple series, one of them where he plays the president or ex-president. It's really good. It's really good.
He
All right, so
needs
what
to
do we
stop
got?
making-
Rob, what do we
making
got? We
mob
lost track
movies.
here. Who's winning this one? We lost track.
I believe we're
It
at
was
Apocalypse
Apocalypse. Pretty
Now.
sure it was Apocalypse.
Is Apocalypse now? Okay, no
Apocalypse.
surprise. All right, so let's go with Apocalypse Now.
Yeah, do it.
Quick shout out to Alho in the chat. Kubrick's Doctor Strangelove, especially the scene when the U.S. president says, "Gentlemen, stop fighting. This is the war room." Love, yes. It's so on the
This-
nose, that line, but it's perfect for that. For
Yeah,
what-
not Rob. I mean, it's 1917. I mean, I
1917.
can't
I don't
imagine.
think anyone's voting quiet.
yeah, 17.
No.
All right. Ooh, I'm gonna give it to Inglorious Bastards.
As well.
I'm gonna go Black Hawk Down. I really
Yeah.
like Black Hawk Down.
Let's see what the audience says for this one a little bit.
Yeah,
I mean, we've got two.
Eh.
Yeah, I guess we will. Yeah, they can decide.
and this was kind of like what's his face? What's the guy's name again in this? I always blank this guy's name.
Hartnett.
I always call him Baby Tommy Lee Jones.
But you phased out there, you know.
Baby.
Oh, I
Famous
said the
to
guy.
Buster,
The
did
guy.
he crap
I'm
out?
blanking on the guy in the Black Hawk Down. I always call him Baby Tommy Lee Jones.
Hartnett. Josh Hartnett.
Hartnett, Josh Hartnett. Yeah.
Baby
This
Tommy
was kind of
Lee
like his.
Jones.
This is when he was. This is when he was
Let's
peaking.
forget.
What? Everybody's picking Black Hawk Down? Is there? is
Yes,
there
we
a
got.
surprising amount of
Stefan
dissonance?
goes
Look,
with
Black Hawk
Bastards.
Down
We
is
got two for
awesome,
Bastards.
man.
We
Black
got
Hawk-
three for Black Hawk Down and 2 for Bastards. So I think
Black Hawk Down is
I
awesome.
don't know. I think we're tied with.
I,
If you add it to our as a.
I don't deny that Black Hawk Down's a good movie. I just think Inglourious Bastards is both a good movie and is a stylish movie. But you know,
Yeah,
fairness,
and I'm
I'll
gonna-
switch my vote to break the tie. If it's a tie, I'll switch my vote.
Some people are a little bit like stylish movies. Sometimes people don't want that. It could be distracting. You know, when you're watching a film and you want to, especially something as serious as war, sometimes you just want to be. You don't want to be taken out of it because of the art. Because sometimes it's kind of too fast
what?
moving and shit.
Better Over Bourbon here says hot take Quentin Tarantino is overrated. I kind of agree.
No, I agree too.
Um,
Yeah, I like his movies, but
I
agree
like
with that.
What is all right?
my
so-
favorite movies of his. My favorite movies of his are Inglourious Bastards and Django. But a lot of his other ones, like Kill Bill, I do not like at all. I thought it was terrible.
What?
Really? At all?
Did not like Kill Bill. It was the whole stylizing of everything was too much for me. It was kind of boring.
You see what I'm saying though? Like,
wow.
see what I'm
Everything is
saying? Like
a spectacle,
sometimes,
nothing is a
sometimes
spectacle.
it's too distracting for people, right? I find
Yeah.
Guy Ritchie's films to be too distracting.
Gnome says wrong. Like in all.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like I like Guy Ritchie's films, but they're too distracting. Like I feel like I can't keep up sometimes visually with it.
That's
So,
fair.
so Tim says something that's important, you know, because Tim is a veteran, and he goes, Black Hawk Down was too realistic. Like that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, that makes
Good
sense.
point.
Look,
That's
and I'm
good
gonna tell
point.
you, someone who didn't serve, I watched that and I can't take my eyes off of it, and that's why I like it better than Inglourious Bastards, because I'm like, shit, like, is that how it was? Like, my mind is, it's like
Yeah.
both sides of my brain are working at the same time.
That's fair.
Pulp Fiction's
Yeah, I don't
good.
know
wouldn't
about
say
this
it's
Quentin
amazing.
Tarantino thing about being overrated. What makes him overrated?
Well, Pulp Fiction's a great example,
People-
honestly, because as good a movie as that is,
Yeah.
the artistic decision to move the scenes around in a kind of nonsensical way doesn't add to the film so much as it does make it more complicated without adding any substance. I would say
Yeah.
his
But that's-
filmmaking is contrived. Because think about what's that
Yeah.
movie where they're all in the cabin? Is that what is that? It's set around the same time period as Django. It's got Sam Jackson, dude who plays
I don't
the
know.
ghoul in Fallout. What's that movie called?
I don't even know what that is.
You talking about a Tarantino film?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
just
There was a
another film?
roadshow
No,
release of
it's
it back
not.
in like 2016.
Django 2.
Whatever. I mean, case in point, a lot of his stuff is just very contrived and long-winded, and I think Pulp Fiction's a good example of that. As enticing as the story is, so saying
And
he's
But that's
overrated.
also, I think that's also where his appeal is too. Like you look at something like Reservoir Dogs, the amount of dialogue in that film it's almost over the top, but it's exactly why you can't stop watching it, because you can't stop listening to the way they interact with each other. It's just like, holy shit, like this is so.
And for me, the reason that my two favorite are Inglourious Bastards and Django, to me, has nothing to do necessarily with it being a Tarantino film. It's because of Christoph Waltz's performances.
Yeah.
They're phenomenal.
That's fair.
He does, but that's one thing you can
He's a
say about him,
phenomenal actor.
about Tarantino. is he gets a lot out of his actors. Like they really get a lot of them have defining roles in those films. Like, dude, that he saved.
Is that
what's his
or is
face?
Vino.
What's that?
What's up?
Was that
What's
me or
that,
Vino
Rob?
that like spazzed out? You were talking and you just went like wah wah wah.
Vino was doing it earlier. I heard
Oh.
like there was a little bit of static that happened for a second. I don't
Well,
know
no.
why.
What I'm saying is
Let me
that
check the
like
let me
Tarantino.
check the health of the. It says I have an excellent collection. I don't know.
Oh,
Well, Tarantino saved like John Travolta's career basically. Like like he's done.
he did.
Like Uma Thurman, like he made her.
Oh, yeah.
Like he made her acting career. Like he knows how to get the most out of his actors.
Oh, for
That's
sure.
True. So does Kubrick though, and look where it landed
That's
Shelley
true.
Duvall. to circle back to that.
Yeah, but I think he's toxic. I don't know if Tarantino's quite that toxic.
I mean, the feet thing.
I think
in
he-
that
well,
movie
yeah,
with
I-
Salma Hayek.
I think
Which one?
Can't remember
The vampire movie?
Yeah,
he does like feet.
yeah.
What's that again? What's that again? Him, her, and Clooney, right? That one you talking about?
Yeah, that one. I think that's the one. I can remember the name of that movie. I don't know why, but yeah, that one.
All I remember is how hot she was. That's all I can remember. I don't remember much else.
Good point.
Yeah. It's a little
Yeah,
distracting.
it's just like, oh wait, there was a movie. What? Yeah. So Rob, I think Black Hawk Down got this one.
Yeah,
let's
Black Hawk
move
got
on.
it.
All right, we're gonna
Ben,
play
Rusty, what's up,
Black
Rusty?
Hawk it is.
Broke the tie. By the way, quick shout out,
All Quiet or
Scotty.
Midway.
Give us all a cheers in the chat. Cheers to you too, Scotty.
Hey, Scotty's in the house, my man. What's up, Scotty?
Yeah, Scotty. Got it.
And also, thank you to Gnome and Better with Bourbon for shouting out that movie is called Hateful
Dust
Eight.
Till Dawn.
And yes, it is not a phenomenal movie.
So we got one vote Midway. I'm gonna give this one to. I haven't seen Midway, so I'll give it to All
All
Quiet.
Quiet's my pick as well.
Yeah, for sure.
All Quiet. Oh, we got a lot of Midway though going on in the.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't push too hard.
This live needs Dave for bandwidth stability.
That's what he
Is
gives.
it really bad?
I don't know. I don't think it's me because
No.
I did
I
drop
feel
one time.
like I'm
but
alright
pretty
with a
fine.
couple
Yeah.
exceptions.
My YouTube is
like
saying
the occasional intermittent.
the
thing.
stream on YouTube is saying excellent
All right,
connection.
man, well,
So I don't know.
Oh, you're gonna have a couple, I guess, once in a while. All right, Sarah Boosie's in the house. Welcome, Sarah.
That's my girlfriend.
Hey, what do we know?
Yep.
Hey, babe.
Hey,
Hey, babe.
He's in the other room, actually. Hi, Sarah.
Oh.
those
So
views don't
that,
count.
that would be why
Yeah.
Mike was so. That's why Mike was so quiet about the whole Summer Hayek thing. He's like, Summer Hayek's attractive, really? I didn't notice.
By the way, Alice in your chat, and I'm very excited because I love Alice.
Oh, Al's in the chat too?
Yes.
Oh, I haven't
Alice
seen
in
him
the
yet.
chat.
Wait, is he in my chat
In
or?
your chat.
Oh.
You were like,
Tell Al to switch to Vino's chat progress bar, because
Okay.
that's where everybody is.
That's where everyone is.
Alice also watching you, so they can definitely you can just talk.
Fair. Al, switch to Coach Vino's chat. Progress bar. Vino runs the progress bar on YouTube.
Is Venus chat the one that says
Doug Ford and Trump are playing with the Wi-Fi again.
Venus chat the one scroll on the screen?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
In the live.
Yes. Yeah. That's his. Yeah. Yeah.
And yours is just going to you.
Mine's just going to mine, and I'm not even looking at it right now.
Well, I figured that out.
Yeah.
Because you didn't realize Al was there. Al
No,
was like your
I didn't see your message either, actually. So I don't know why. I
And so
haven't
is that
seen yet.
Al Roth? Is it Al Roth?
It is Al Roth. Yeah.
Hey, Al Roth, welcome to the show, brother.
How come I can't see him? What the hell's going on here?
Welcome to the show. All right, are we giving this one to Midway or All Quiet?
Uh,
It
I
looks
mean, so
pretty
I
equal,
was
pretty
for
equal.
quiet, but it looks like it's kind of split.
yeah, I think we need.
It's
I think
a
we need
little
at
split.
least one more vote.
How about?
I think our official.
Tim votes for MASH.
No, this is what we're gonna do. Ready? Whenever we need a tiebreaker, we're gonna let Tim do it because he's the only veteran here. All right.
There we go. But he's voting
How's that
for
sound?
MASH.
No, Tim, pick one of these, Tim.
Sarah's
Which one of these two? We need a tiebreaker, Tim.
Sarah just voted in person, so I think that counts too. It's all quiet.
Do in-person votes count, Rob? I don't know if we ever had the qualification before.
Sure, why not? Are we going for All Quiet?
And do we have a clause for family, girlfriends,
Forrest
and all that
Gump.
stuff like that?
I don't think we can count on Tim because he's giving us bogus answers. He's giving us MASH.
maybe-
You know,
maybe-
he's right though. Mash is good. Mash.
I
Is
think
good.
I think Tim's having some PTSD right now. That's why he's not able to give us a straight answer.
Ooh. I'm gonna step away
All
from
right.
that joke. You can handle that one.
All quiet
Oh,
on the
Tim
Western.
says midway. Tim says midway.
Tim said midway. All
No,
right.
Tim said midway.
Midway it
Matt gets
is.
to choose. Midway it is.
All
All right,
right.
all right.
Apocalypse
Next,
now.
next, yeah.
I think it's Apocalypse, right?
Dude, it's gonna be Apocalypse Now versus Private Ryan. I'd be shocked if it wasn't.
Oh, it's absolutely
yeah.
gonna be. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But Apocalypse this time, yeah.
All right, go ahead, go for it, brother.
Leave Tim
And the
alone.
winner is for the
No, we got
first
Black-
round. Oh, we got one more.
We got one more.
Black Hawk Down. Black Hawk Down. This is
Black
gonna
Hawk
win.
Down, yeah. Black Hawk Down.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go.
And Apocalypse.
And all right, let's let people vote on this one. This one could be
Oh.
interesting.
I already
did?
clipped it. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you did? Oh, jeez.
Oopsie daisies.
My bad.
This is why they're adding tariffs to everything because you.
All right. So that is level 1. So Apocalypse Now. I'm sorry. It could have been the other one. What was the other one? Black Hawk Down. But
Black Hawk Down. It probably wasn't going to be that, but whatever. Oh, look, Scotty picked Black Hawk Down. See, you ruined everything, Rob.
Well, no, Gnome's on the side of 17 should have won against
someone is
Apocalypse.
drunk
but-
at the wheel.
So Rusty
Yeah.
says, let's just call Apocalypse Now the winner. Let's not jump to conclusions, my friend.
That's a bit of a big jump. There's a lot of other good war movies. We haven't even
Saving
talked about,
Private Ryan is going to be
Midway.
a major player in the game right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be. That's for sure.
All right, so Roberto, it is your turn, my friend.
To make another drink.
Oh, let's talk
Damn
about
right.
a war film. French
All right.
75 is a solid option, actually, Al. That's a good choice.
All right. I'm doing something called a doubloon or doubloon.
I saw
whatever.
return, gentlemen.
All right. So this one here has 1.5 ounces of cream sherry, and then we're doing 1 ounce of an overproof pot still Jamaican rum, and you know we're using Smith and Cross, and 1 ounce of Amaro Montenegro. So we're gonna stir that, and hopefully it's good.
That sounds tasty.
It does, doesn't it? So for those who are not too familiar with sherries, so the cream sherry, you've got dry sherries and you've got sweet sherries. Cream sherries are kind of a mix. So they're not it's not going to be as sweet as a full-on Pedro Jimenez. So it's typically like this one here is an Oloroso sherry, which is a dry sherry, but then it's sweetened with Pedro Jimenez. So it's a mix of Oloroso and Pedro. So it's kind of in the middle. You got some of the nice flavors of Oloroso, but it is sweetened. I think these are the kinds that Fraser drinks. The sweet cherries, I do like the dry ones myself, but this one, since we are putting it with some rum and some Amaro, it is going to provide some sweetness, hopefully, and make it more palatable. So let's get to it.
Worst case
I need the
scenario, there's
Montenegro.
nothing that a 1/4 ounce of a rich simple couldn't fix.
I'm actually worried it might be too sweet.
I mean,
In which
yeah,
case-
I do find that overproof rums do have a lot of sweetness to them for what they are, so that could be possible.
Well, it's because like Montenegro has a good amount of sweetness as well. So the sweet sherry might actually not be beneficial. And if that's the case, I might make another one with a straight Oloroso sherry.
Hey, look who joined us from the sick bed, Mr. Booze on the Rocks himself, Dave.
Oh, he's in here? I haven't seen
Yeah.
him yet.
Mr. Dave.
What a way to
Gross.
make an entrance.
You're right here, you're down and out. You're right here, down and out, Dave. I stole
What are
your
you
spot.
drinking,
It's
Dave?
my show now.
You drinking
Yeah,
Buckley's
Dave, I
tonight?
don't know. You're not gonna be able to take it back from Mike. You're gonna have to fight off Mike and his girlfriend.
2v1. We're both science nerds. We both have science degrees, so
Oh yeah, well, there you go. You can just outsmart Dave, and you'll be that's it. So what do we got here in the chat? Let's see. While Rob's doing that, I will tap into the chat. So Stefan makes an actual really good point, and something we should have probably thought about before this. Star Wars is the best war movie ever.
No, we were modern warfare, not sci-fi warfare.
That's as modern as it gets.
No, it's futuristic. And
No,
in a
so we're not
different
doing future.
galaxy.
Okay. And a different galaxy, far, far away.
Just roll with it. It's good.
Technically, I mean, I know this is a hot debate, but I still maintain
because it was
that
David
technically
and you and I
Star Wars
fight
is
Dave.
fantasy,
It's
not
fine.
sci-fi.
Who's Dave?
I'm not, Rob. We're not going to do that now, please.
Yeah.
We're not doing that, Rob. I'm sorry,
We will
Rob.
table it for another episode. We are
Yeah, that's a
having
whole other
discussion.
episode.
We are having that discussion.
So, Mike's pal, Al Roth, says a great cocktail to pair with a war film is French 75.
It's literally named after a piece of French artillery, so that is actually very true.
No, that's why I called it out. Great one. My next cocktail is a great war film name, and you'll see when we get there.
I'm excited for that. Somebody, people were mentioning Fury in the chat earlier too. Is
That's a
that on
really
this
good
list?
one. Yeah, that's right. Who brought that up? Tim? Yeah, Tim.
I think Rusty and Tim both mentioned it.
I think it's
We're
on our
going back and
list.
forth
I'm not
about it,
sure.
yeah.
It might be in the next.
It might be on the second round. Remember, there's a second round coming.
True. People are mentioning Edge of Tomorrow too. I was going to bring that up earlier. We were talking about Tom Cruise war movies. Edge of Tomorrow is really interesting as a war movie.
I love Tom Cruise. I didn't realize how much I liked him until I saw something with him recently. I was like, oh, I like this guy.
He's a good actor. I would never say I like Tom Cruise. As a person, I object
Good
to him.
actor, weird person.
Yes, 100%.
Weird person, but aren't we all just a little weird? All right, so my man
He's
Sean,
a lot weird though.
my
He's
Sean,
literally a Scientologist. There's no, you can't get weird than that.
no, so my man Sean made my Palmetto, which is a banger of his third rum cocktail, and he enjoyed it, which is awesome. If you guys haven't seen that, check out my Palmetto video. It's a rum like Manhattan. It's so damn good. It's like a mix of rums. It's really, really good.
I love a good rum blend. Nothing better.
Yeah,
than
it's
one.
really, really good because he's trying to replicate a rum that's no longer available from, I believe it was the Virgin Islands, maybe. Really good stuff.
Do you know what the name of that rum is?
It's a St. Croix rum, called St. Croix rum. That's no longer made. And yeah, so it's a blend of a few different rums, and it's really, really good.
I really despise Trader Vic getting what is it, Appleton Estate 18 year off the market single-handedly.
You know what I always wanted to get? I never got around to getting was the Appleton rum that was supposed to be a copy of the Mai Tai, the exact rum used in the Mai Tai originally. I forget the name of it.
Oh, they did that?
Yeah, Appleton did it last during the pandemic. Maybe they did it, and it was a limited edition. I wish I would have got a bottle.
Oh man.
I actually don't really like this. I might just make another one. It's too sweet. It's the cream sherry. I might try with Oloroso. You know what? Vino, make yours. I'm gonna make another one because I'm not.
All right, so Stefan says Stefan says the best war movie cocktail is Scotch and soda without the soda.
If you were going to shout out Winston Churchill there with a Scotch and soda, I would have been like, oh, okay, yeah. But
Rob, can you come?
Yeah, so it was I'll put your. It was equal parts of 1 ounce of Montenegro, 1 ounce of the Smith & Cross, and then 1.5 ounces of the cream sherry. I like where it's going. It's just because the Montenegro's got some sweetness to it, so it's way too sweet. So I'm gonna swap this for a straight Oloroso sherry, which is a dry sherry.
Rob, can I ask you a question, Rob, real quick? Is that a stir drink?
Yeah.
I wonder if you made that into a shaking cocktail, if it would work.
What is that? More dilution?
Because you're saying it's too sweet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So add some lime or lemon or something like that to help bring that down.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
I don't know what you're tasting, so I can't tell. But it could potentially work as.
I like the flavor because I got the complexity and like Amaro notes from the Montenegro. There's a nutty raisin from the sherry, and then of course Smith & Cross is in the background. But it's just because of the cream sherry is really sweet. So if Oloroso would give you that nutty raisin flavor, just drier. So I'm actually going to try it again.
You want to switch out? What do you want to switch out? The sherry?
I'm going to switch the sherry from this cream sherry to an Oloroso.
So something drier.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Rob, put my recipe up there. So,
Yeah,
Mike, this is what I'm talking about,
I'll make
Mike.
my second one.
This is about as war themed as you get for a cocktail.
Oh, a nuclear. Oh, Jesus Christ. No.
It's a scary thought. It's better in a cocktail than it is as a war, but you know what?
Absolutely true. I don't know if the tastiness of a nuclear daiquiri outweighs my existential fears for nuclear war.
Let us
Yeah, I
pray,
need a
my
nuclear
man. Let us
daiquiri,
pray.
that'll calm me down.
Yeah, so this is a great cocktail. I've had it before. It's definitely a punch you right in the face cocktail, but fun nonetheless.
I've never tried it. I'll try that. Yeah.
I have to open a new sherry.
So
So how many of you guys have had a nuclear daiquiri before? It's a pretty popular drink, at least in name. So I'm assuming some of you guys have had it before. I know we have a lot of
That's good.
rum drinkers in the house. So how many of you guys have
You gotta
had
use
a
it. You're
nuclear
using-
daiquiri?
You're
I've
using
had
Ray
one.
Nephew, right?
You better believe it, brother.
Yeah, you got to use a good rum. I mean, it's got overproof, but you got to use a good rum.
No, you got to use an unaged OP.
I have had one, although admittedly I didn't do it with a proper green chartreuse. I was using Genepi at the time, which is not
Oh.
the same, unfortunately.
It's not. It's still delicious stuff though. But yeah,
yeah.
you need the green
In
chartreuse.
cocktails, it's close, but you need the green chartreuse for this one.
In this particular cocktail, you need it makes a big difference.
Absolutely. Have you guys tried
I mean,
the
this
Del
is
Santo yet
technically-
from Luxardo?
I'm sorry.
The Del Santo, Luxardo.
Oh yeah, their version of green chartreuse.
Yeah.
I've heard about it. Have not had it now because I have green chartreuse right now, so I don't have to worry about it.
Fair. Lucky you.
Yeah, it's not a big bottle though. I can tell you when it runs out. But I got it's not hard to find here in New York, man. I mean, it is New York, right? So
I've got a local sub, and I love it. I mean, it is slightly different, but it works.
It is a snazzy looking substitute, like the bottle for that green chartreuse substitute, Rob. That is a snazzy looking bottle there.
Yeah, they do make a few liqueurs, and they got these funky bottles. I like a funky bottle.
I always like. Okay, so look, I gotta open this up if we're gonna talk about bottles and like weird bottles. St. George, their pear brandy has the fucking stupidest design for the bottle I've ever seen. Just that wide lip at the top that makes pouring from the thing.
Oh, I hate
harder.
that.
Yeah, it's just snazzy looking bottle. I'm gonna keep it for infusions, but I'm like, my God,
For me, the worst bottle is the Chambord.
Oh
I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate that damn bottle. It's a sphere.
it's
What the
not
hell are
it's
you
not
talking-
practical. It's not practical behind the bar, but like in your
It
home
doesn't
bar.
fit anywhere.
no,
It looks
you
cool,
have to
but it
put
doesn't
that in a
fit
cheaper
anywhere.
bottle to use it in an actual well, like 100%. It just does not.
No,
work.
it's not practical behind the well or behind the stick at all.
Oh, Dave, this is from this is from a distillery in Ottawa. They're called SFR Distillery, and they make the ones that make my Pachin that I have, and a lot of stuff that I've reviewed. So they recently released a green herbal liqueur. So I could ship you one, or next time if you come down to Ottawa, I can get you one. They might check out their website. I'll send you a link, and they might ship it to you. I don't know if they ship Canada wide or if it's just local.
So nuclear daiquiri, guys.
Good choice.
Woof.
Real quick, I want to say, Tim asked earlier.
Man,
in the
I
chat,
forgot
do
about
most
that
of the
one, boy.
cocktails
It's like you
count?
remember, but you don't remember. That's got like some trauma built in right there, brother.
The name like
I forgot
nuclear
about
daiquiri,
that.
it better have trauma attached to it.
Wow. Yeah, this is to me. It's called a daiquiri, but it's really more of a last word riff.
Last
It's just
word
not
riff,
equal.
yeah.
It's just not equal parts. But that's what I'm getting out of this cocktail, big time.
All right, let me try mine. So I got the doubloon with the cream sherry, and I've got it with the dry sherry. For me, this is much better.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good.
with the dry, the flavor is nearly the same, and actually that raisin nuttiness, without being sweet, is more pronounced because Oloroso is a lot richer while being dry. It's a richer, deeper flavor. So yeah, and you still get like the Montenegro is providing enough sweetness for me, and yeah, this is fantastic. Uh-oh, we lose people
Oh,
again.
Ben Saint Germain saying that it's the weirdest bottle because it's too tall. I agree.
All right, so Al Roth.
Galliano is another one.
Yes.
I remember that now. Al Roth had asked me to check out Ferrocina. I do remember that. That's right, Al. So all right. I've not had a chance to pick that bottle up. Definitely keeping that in mind. Rusty says to add a wee bit, because he's Scottish. A wee bit of
He's
sweet
actually
vermouth.
Northern Irish. But
Irish, yeah, same shit, different island.
Oh, okay. Bro, I'm American.
I
I'm
love
on his side.
I love my Irishmen.
Yeah. So Scotty says the tall bottle, the Galliano. I can only get the 300 ml, and it's already like full size bottle. And apparently they do make a 750 ml bottle, and they're gigantic.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of Rusty, the Rusty bartender and Noam's Tavern, and a few other guys here, my buddy Bab, Mike. If you're not following any of these guys, subscribe to them. Make sure you go ahead and do so. They're all great channels, man.
Absolutely.
Rusty bartender actually is doing a thing where he's making recipes from. He's making the entire recipe book of See the Bartender.
Well, it's
So-
funny,
Nice.
Vino. Rusty's the one who got me into our chat. That's how I ended up here.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yeah, I know
wonder
most.
where Ru-
I know most all of these people in this chat. I don't follow all of them, but that's gonna get fixed tonight. 100%.
Yeah. If you're not following everyone here, do it, guys. It's awesome, man. This is we love doing what we do, and any way you can support the cause is awesome. It's not a free niche. It's one of those niches that actually cost us. So any way you can give guys some support is always appreciated.
Absolutely. This is a fucking expensive niche.
It's quite expensive.
Yeah.
That's why
But
you have to
it's
you get monetized, and then it becomes a business expense.
yeah, that's it. That's also why you have to do it for love, dude. You can't do it you can't do it just for the money.
That's true. That's why I started out, and then it ended up getting me paid. So.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so Rob, round 2.
Let's do it.
Oh, well, hold up. We're getting started. I gotta make my.
Oh yeah. Mike has a drink to make.
Forgot about Mike.
Dude, I was just talking. What the hell?
No, I didn't know you were still on the screen.
I was I was gonna make a rusty nail because any stirred all booze out drink is gonna be put some hair on your chest kind of stuff.
Rob, wait, Mike, are you
Yeah?
talking dirty to me, Mike? Because that's my favorite cocktail.
Real?
Is that your
really?
favorite one? How do I not know that?
That's my top is my Mount Rushmore. You know that it's my Mount
Okay.
Rushmore.
Okay, fair. I get that. Fair. I
Yeah, it is a very good drink.
It's definitely
It's
one of those things you get introduced to if you like similar stirred drinks, and you're like, oh, okay, this is the new thing that I'm gonna.
What's her ratio?
so the Rusty Nail was my industry drink. Like when I was finished, that was my cocktail.
Really nice.
Yeah.
Good choice, honestly.
What's
Rob,
your
two
ratio?
ounces, 2 ounces, half a Drambuie.
I do
that's
2
the way I
ounces
like
of
it too.
quarter and then 2 dashes of aromatic.
Nice.
Oh, you do bitters? I don't do bitters in mine.
I usually do bitters
it's-
as well.
It's anachronistic, but I like to add it because the Drambuie is heavy enough that it needs that little bit of extra something to keep it from being too sweet.
It's the same. Yeah, and that's why I hate people. Some people make.
No, but wait, what's your portion?
You do 3/4.
2 3/4, 2 dashes bitters.
Oh, all right. See, I only do half an ounce of
Yeah.
bitters. I mean, half an ounce of Drambuie, so it's not quite as
Drambuie,
sweet for me.
Okay, fair. That's fair. It depends on what.
All right, so
what
this
scotch-
is like
people do
no-
that.
is
Some
there-
people do that
what
drink.
scotch do you normally use? What scotch do you reach for?
Me?
Yeah.
I've been drinking Johnny Walker. I've been drinking Johnny Walker since I was God knows how old.
For my mixed drinks, I use Isla Mist because it's cheap and it's smoky.
Yeah, I'm Johnny
Hey,
Black. Johnny Black is my thing.
Okay, fair. I usually reach for Monkey Shoulder. I bought a bottle of Johnny Walker High Rye though, which I really like neat. So I'm trying it for the first time in this.
It's funny. I find a lot of American cocktail creators always really like promote Monkey Shoulder as a good cocktail scotch, but for some reason for me it's stupid expensive. It's like $60 a bottle.
Seriously.
It's super popular. It's super popular at the bar.
Yeah, you guys obviously get it cheaper, which is weird because it's coming from the same damn place.
I was
But,
gonna say it's
that's
like
why I
$35 here, which is standard
Yeah,
for like
this-
a mid-range bottle.
This Isla Mist
So-
is it's a blended. It's a cheap scotch. This cost me about $30, but it's got in its blend they use some Lafroig, which is why it's
Ooh.
got some smokiness to it without being expensive. So I use it for all my scotch cocktails. It's my go-to blend.
So Stefan says he does 2 ounces to half an ounce, and then 2 dashes of lime.
Lime bitters.
I
Interesting.
actually have recently started adding the lemon bitters. Remember I was telling you guys about the lemon bitters.
Mm-hmm.
So I
I've
do.
got the
I
lime bitters.
have
I'll
been
have to try
using.
that.
Yeah, I have been using the lemon bitters in it. It's really good with the lemon bitters.
So I have
On TikTok, I've been doing.
P Brothers lemon is disgusting in my opinion.
No,
Tastes
I
so
have
musky, like
Stefan, I
no,
assume
I have
you've got the Dylan's lime.
bitter truth. Bitter truth. I don't know if you can see.
I've got the
These
oh,
are
Dylan's
good.
lime.
that's a better bitters then.
Yeah, these are really good.
Okay.
On TikTok, I've been doing a series where I do cocktails as seen in TV shows and movies. And in the final season of Better Call Saul, when he's in the future, like the black and white scenes, when he's in the future,
Yeah.
you see him make a cocktail, and it's a rusty nail because he reaches for Dewar's White Label. And then, but he free pours it over ice, and he does about a 1-to-1 ratio, which is crazy. But
Wow. Oof.
but here's the kicker: so I tried to make it exactly as he did. So he pours half of the scotch, and then he pours about half of the Drambuie. But then he takes like lemon, those fake squirt lemon bottles there of lemon
Yeah.
juice. He squirts a bit of that. So he squirts a bit of that in there. And so I'm like, okay, that's unusual for a rusty nail, but whatever. I added about a 1/4 ounce of lemon juice, and the lemon really cuts down on the flavor, on the sweetness of having a full ounce of Drambuie.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense in that. It's an equal
And
parts.
it was actually
rusty
pretty damn
Drambuie.
good. I probably wouldn't make it again, but I ended up doing. I didn't free pour, but I ended up doing 1.5 ounces of scotch, 1.5 ounces of Drambuie, and then about a 1/4 ounce of lemon juice, and it was a good drink. I wouldn't
So
do it again.
Drambuie is my favorite herbal liqueur, just above Benedictine, which is also amazing.
No, Benedictine
Oh, I love
kills it for me.
Benedictine. I love it. I go through bottles of
They're both really good, but
Crazy.
Benedictine has a slight
Yeah, I
edge
mean,
for me.
Yeah, I get it. I can't argue that, but I definitely pick Drambuie. But I will say, there's a cocktail. I just made it recently for the show. It's a Jeffrey Morgenthaler Kingston Club, and
I heard
it's
about that
only it's just Drambuie. There's no other spirit in it.
Mhm.
But it's like a tiki style cocktail. It's like pineapple juice and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Really delicious, especially for someone that might not be too into boozy drinks. That honey and scotch with the pineapple juice. Oh man, it's fire. Super good.
Interesting.
That sounds delicious. Actually, I gotta try one of those.
All right, so-
I've heard about it before. I've just never gotten to it.
Yeah, it's really good. It's a great summer
I'll
cocktail.
try
So,
Benedictine.
Rob, but
No,
Hey Al, make sure you subscribe to my channel because I have got a recipe for homemade Benedictine coming soon.
and we
Oh,
also me
really?
and Rob also have a video together. We make we have 2 videos together. Making Benedict.
Yeah, a lot of Benedictine cocktails. But
Yeah,
I'll be making a homemade one soon.
Maybe I gotta grab some ice.
All right.
Who has a recipe for a Pangalactic Gargle Blaster?
So that's from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Do
No, I've never
do they
seen
actually
that.
describe
All right.
it?
I figured it was something silly like that.
It was pecan, yeah. Just
If it's something that's described in the movie, I'll definitely make it for a short because I've been doing that recently and it's been fun. But as far as I know, I thought it was some sort of like futuristic drink with fake ingredients and stuff. So I'm sure someone out there has made a version with real ingredients.
Rob, I know you're doing more like movies and stuff like that, but are you gonna do the Made Men Old Fashioned?
From which film?
From the that's what I'm saying. I know it's movies. This is a show. Made Men, the Old Fashioned for Made Men.
Um,
From Dude,
do you mean Mad
Is that
Men
like-
or?
Mad
Madman.
yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Mike. Thank you.
I am gonna do it. I don't want to do it because it looks awful, but I am gonna do it.
You gotta do it for fun, right?
That scene is cringy. I mean, the whole purpose of that guy's character, Don Draper, the whole purpose of his character is that he loves old fashions. Someone should have coached him to make a proper old fashioned.
Okay,
I mean,
real quick
it's
then.
just
Hold on.
look.
You're
The
using
fact that
very
he climbs over the table is really just ridiculous. Over
he
the
climbs
bar.
over the bar, but then like he doesn't even use a mixing glass. He puts it in like it looks like a highball glass, and he puts the rye. He first of all he muddles a cherry and orange. Like, oh, what are you doing?
And the amount of soda that he puts in it,
And then
dude.
he pours like almost the same amount of whiskey, and he pours the same amount of soda. That's just a highball at this point. And then the way he stirs it, when he stirs it, he just does this. He goes,
Yeah, but Stefan, it wasn't even. It was a Wisconsin style old fashioned, but it wasn't still a Wisconsin.
Hold
it
up.
wasn't,
I'm
yeah.
gonna stop you right there. That's not a Wisconsin style old fashioned. It's a
Yeah, it
mid-century
wasn't, no.
old fashioned. No,
No, that's what I'm saying.
Not
It was
dog
just
on the Wisconsin old fashioned.
it's a
We can
Don Draper
call it
old-fashioned.
that.
It's garbage.
Yes, that's a
Well,
garbage.
no, listen. I'd rather drink his old fashioned than that chick that made the one with Jack Daniels. I think it was back in the days. Remember that?
Yeah,
That
oh,
old
she
video.
makes it in a pint glass and then she tosses it between two pint glasses. That
Yeah,
one.
and she says pour about 2 ounces of bourbon. She pours half the bottle.
Yeah.
That is
Can I
that
order
video
a pint with
is-
Jim Beam, please.
If the worst part is if you look at the comments for that video on YouTube, half the people are like, if someone made that for me, I wouldn't even be mad. 'Cause-
no.
Because you're paying like $10 for half a bottle of Jim Beam.
Yeah, as I say,
also
if I pay $10 for that, I'm not going to complain to the lady. You know.
yeah.
The worst part is if you look at that next time, look at it closely. This is how she pours her bitters.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Nothing comes out. Nothing comes out.
Yeah, you
No,
just-
but Rob, how about the guy from Bar Rescue when he made his Manhattan?
Oh yeah, I think he.
Wow,
I think
that-
he
Anything
fucked
involving
up.
John Taffer's immediately just out the window for me.
I think
That
he
the
fucked
fact
up,
that
and
this
then
guy
he tried
runs,
to cover
the fact that this guy rebuilds bars and he couldn't make a proper Manhattan of all cocktails.
yeah.
I honestly think like
balls
you know
of this guy
to, not to give him credit, not to give him credit, but I honestly think he fucked up and then he tried to kind of cover it up because the lady even caught him. She's like, "Isn't there vermouth in a Manhattan?" And he's like, "Yeah, some people put vermouth."
No, but you could have, but dude, you could have said, you could have said, "Oh, sorry,
Oh, sure,
yeah,
yeah,
I
know.
forgot."
Obviously,
Oh, Jesus Christ! I can't look. Never mind. I'm getting.
But the sour, but Dave, the problem, Dave, is that the sour version uses soda.
yeah. And he uses like a Sprite or something, right? That's the idea. Is you like
No, doesn't he
basically-
use the gun?
No, he opens like a bottle of like it looked like just like
Was it club soda?
Club
Oh,
soda
I thought he used the gun, but whatever. It was
No,
still,
he used
it
a
was still-
bottle.
Yeah, okay. I can't remember exactly because I was probably choking on my own saliva at the time. I was choking on my own vomit when I watched it because it was so bad. Making things wrong like they
I've been
do
making a
in
bunch of
movies.
these on my shorts and TikTok videos. I've been making a bunch of, from it's funny because I made the apple teeny with my homemade sour green apple liqueur. So I made the apple teeny and I at the beginning I showed is it Scrubs the show where the guy keeps ordering
Yes, it
apple
is
teeny easy on the teeny. And then everyone in the comments were like, whoa, buddy, you did not go easy on the teeny.
I saw that. That was so funny. I remember. I saw that, I was like, "Oh, as a medical professional, I approve this message. This is great."
Someone commented.
So to all my Canadian friends in the chat and Rob, so Bab was talking about the difference between pricing in provinces. Has there been any more news about kind of making it one united kind of alcohol thing?
What do you mean?
Because there was news recently about kind of like creating a system where it was an open market for alcohol
In Canada?
in Canada. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't even heard about that.
Yeah.
I have no
I saw
idea.
something. I saw something recently. I think it's a reaction to what's going on with the tariffs and stuff.
That'd be great. It's still like Alberta has the best availability. Luckily, you can buy all you can buy from Alberta, but it seems to be the only province that is willing to kind of ship inter-province shipping at this point. But hopefully that changes.
It seems like it
Okay,
will.
so yeah, so
I did
Stefan
see-
says more inter-province limitations are being removed. So that's good
All
to
right,
know.
so all right, so that's what I thought I heard. That's what I thought I heard.
Me too.
Because Alberta definitely has better availability than most provinces.
Yeah, I don't want to get too political here because we're having a great time, but this is Canada's moment to like really shine, dude. I'm telling you, man. Like if they can really figure out a way to promote their to start making just more, I guess, variety in alcohol, like the way we do here in the States, it could be a massive opportunity for you guys, man.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's I've been promoting there's a local distillery that makes an awesome corn whiskey. So it's basically like a Canadian bourbon because it's they're using corn and they're following the bourbon rules pretty strictly.
Yeah, I mean it makes total sense, especially if you take away these stupid province kind of rules you guys have, you can really help the various small distilleries start making real money.
Absolutely. And if you like, I did a video just this week on Canadian whiskey, and compared to like things like bourbon, Scotch, Canadian whiskey has very little regulations. You can do pretty much anything you want.
But it would actually it might behoove them to start thinking about how to make Canadian whiskey unique. You know what I mean? So the way bourbon is, right? Like, so maybe create some restrictions that say, let's look, if we're going to make our bourbon stand out, this is what you need to do.
The problem is that there is a lot of unique, because there's so very little regulations. There's a lot of very unique Canadian whiskeys. The problem is that the mainstream Canadian whiskeys are just the classic blends like Crown Royal and Canadian Club, and they have such a market monopoly that people automatically just assume Canadian whiskey, it's Crown and Club. That's all it is.
But see, Mike, not Mike. I'm sorry, Rob. That's what hurts when you have no floor. Like you guys have no ceiling, but you also have no floor. So the quality of your rye could be anywhere from like shit to really cool and unique and different, right? Bourbon has a floor, so you're not really going to find too many bad bourbons. You're going to find like okay bourbons, but you're not going to find bad because it's very restrictive in terms of how you make it.
Can I step in real quick? Because
sure.
I'm really glad you mentioned the whole there's no floor thing. Because even Canadian Club makes 100% rye. I've had that one before, and it's actually really solid. So there being no floor is like even the cheapest, quote unquote, of whiskeys ends up making a really solid product.
And that's pretty much the only one I've ever bought. Like and Crown Royal has a Crown Royal 100% rye as well.
I haven't tried that.
But
one.
I mean, none of these big distillers make like a corn whiskey or make a single malt. They're really sticking with blends and ryes. That's it.
Yeah, but like even like Bab just said right now, like when I think of Canadian whiskey, I can't think of what is it. How is it unique? I don't know.
Exactly.
Like when I think of obviously Irish whiskey, when I think of Scottish whiskey and Japanese whiskey and American whiskey, it has such a distinct profile. When I think of Canadian whiskey, I don't think of anything.
Japanese whiskey is basically Scotch, but
I know, but that in itself is a unique profile, though.
Yeah, it is.
True.
We know that it's going to be speedy and smoky.
If we're looking for like unique stuff, though, Canadian whiskeys are really similar to American ryes. They're usually higher in rye than American whiskeys. So when we think
but there's no limitation.
This is the problem, Mike. The problem is American rye is not popular. It's used as a mixer in most everything, right? Like people collect bourbon. Nobody collects rye.
I do. I love rye whiskey.
I
would proudly say that I am a hipster. I love rye whiskey.
And look, there's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is that people collect Japanese whiskey, they collect Scotch, they collect Irish whiskeys, they collect bourbons. Canadian whiskey doesn't have that kind of identity where it's like, oh, I got a dope collection of Canadian whiskey because I don't know what that means.
That's the thing is they tried to make that rye. But the problem is, even then, there is no like American rye needs to be 51% rye in order to call it rye. Mm-hmm. Canada there's no regulation. So you can call yours rye. That's why a lot of the bottles will say 100% rye, because they're trying to single out and say, look, this is actually rye, not that other crap that's blends and has a little bit of rye, but they're able to call it rye because there's no rules.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's weird.
I mean, look, it's like, you know, Dave just made a great point. You know, Canadian whiskey is made to be enjoyed, and I get that, but I also believe that to strengthen the whiskey, you know, the liquor economy, at least in Canada, given everything that's going on, especially to give it this kind of unique kind of profile, I think helps.
Well,
You know,
maybe that's
like,
the
oh-
key distinction then, because American whiskey, I mean, we have a very specific, we like there being very strict rules around it. Maybe that's what distinguishes Canadian whiskey, that it is more freeform. It's more about the art of distilling.
Well, and that's the thing is
science.
you've got we make rye, we make corn whiskey, we make single malts. We've got it. We make everything. We just don't have like a speciality in one genre.
And Mike, you know what, Mike? That's actually, Mike. That's not. I don't disagree with you at all. But that's going to be on Canada to promote their rye that way. Like they have to say, hey, look, our ryes, it's like wine. Like you don't know what you're going to get. Like they're so unique from different provinces and different distilleries.
I think
there is an appeal. There's an appeal to that. It's the appeal to me. That's why I love Amaro. I love Amari because I don't know what every bottle is going to present. You know, so if Canada says, hey, guess what? Our ryes are like Amaro, where each one is so unique in his profile, that is appealing.
Mhm.
But I don't feel that Canada is promoting it that way.
No, they're definitely not. And even even when our prime minister came on and with the tariff thing and saying, and he was addressing Canadian people, was like, now it's time to choose Canadian products. And he said like, instead of an American bourbon, go buy a Canadian rye. And I'm thinking like, again, yes, if you like rye, but if you're a bourbon drinker and now you can't access bourbon, you're like, damn it. But it's like, no, Canada makes corn whiskeys. You can still.
Yeah, you probably should have said if
flavor.
you like American whiskey, get Canadian whiskey, you know, but whatever.
Yeah,
It's parsley was.
but
Anyway, guys, let's get into round two.
Yeah, let's get into
I was gonna say,
World War.
Vito's got
Round
20
two.
minutes, so we got to get through this.
What's that? What'd he say?
I was saying,
yeah, if you want a hard end in 20 minutes, we gotta zoom through this thing.
All right. What is this?
So this is Zero Dark 30, and this one here is called Come and See, which I have not seen. This is I think it's a Russian film, and this is
it's a Polish film.
Polish,
It's-
and it's
I think it's
apparently it is
4.5 hours
really
long,
really
and it is
effed
a
up.
horrifying movie.
Yeah,
Come
apparently
and See wins.
it's from the perspective of a young boy who's caught in a war, and he sees the most atrocious things.
He becomes a conscript in the Russian army after being liberated from a Nazi death camp.
Yeah.
It is
So it received many awards, but it's one of those things where like you leave. I haven't seen it, but apparently it's one of those things where you leave scarred and like.
Which one is what? Wait, hold on. Which one of these two is that? Which is that? I gotta see that.
The kid. Come and See.
Okay.
The other one's Zero Dark 30. That's an American film.
Is it the
Jessica
one about the
Chastain.
assassination of Osama bin Laden?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's about that.
Yeah.
And
Come and See.
I have not
wins.
seen either of these. So
I've got to watch that now. That sounds amazing.
which
They're
one?
both great movies, but
Come and See.
Come and See Wild, whatever it's called.
I'm not
Come
sure
and See.
I want to see it. It seems like almost like a snuff film. Like
no, it feels.
I love
like
stuff like that, man. I love stuff like that.
It's like if you watch. God, I can't think of the name of it. There's a movie that everybody can. You walk out of that movie and you go, "Wow, I'm a different person now." It's like that.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Well,
I love
that's how it
transformative.
feels
I love
when you do
transformative films.
You're gonna love this movie.
that's how I felt with friggin' what's that movie? Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah.
Mm, yes.
I could not get that. I could not get that out of my head for like 2 weeks after watching it.
Yes. That is.
But it's a
definitely
great film.
Yes.
It's a great.
You know
film.
what? It was like that too. What Dreams Might Come True with Robin Williams and
think I've seen that
Gooding Jr.
I haven't seen that one actually.
Yeah, really good, really good.
People Gooding
Really
Jr.
leaves you thinking about like life and death a lot.
Huh. Okay. Cool.
All right, so what do we got here? I guess Come and See is
Looks
it
like
that one?
Come and See. It mentally scars you. It's actually effective.
Yeah, Rob. I don't think either one of these are gonna win the next round, so we'll just pick that one.
Come and
Yeah.
See.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
fair,
yeah.
actually.
All right. Hacksaw Ridge or Saving Private Ryan?
Saving
Do I even have to ask?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
I think it's gonna be Hacksaw Ridge, right?
yeah.
All right, I'm just going to go with Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan.
Well,
that's-
look, by the way, really
movie.
quick to just touch on the topic, to touch the conversation we were having before. Rusty says in Australia, the only Canadian whiskey I've seen is Canadian Club. Can you imagine
Yeah.
that?
That's what I'm saying. The world hears Canadian whiskey. They know Canadian Club.
This
and
is
Crown
what I,
Royal.
this is what I mean. Like, you know, I think that Mike's idea of like, hey, you don't know what you're getting with rye is great, but like if they don't do a better job of promoting that, then
Mhm.
Well, and
all right,
no, but we're
cheers,
so,
cheers.
like,
Ooh, these are great. But Hurt Locker was wild, man.
it's got to be Hurt Locker.
Hurt Locker was amazing.
Hurt Locker. What's the other one? Tears
of the
oh,
Sun.
Yeah,
Tears
oh,
of the
yeah,
Sun.
Hurt Locker. Hurt Locker. Then yeah, Hurt Locker. Yes.
Hurt Locker won like awards, I think, right? Wasn't it? Was
It
it?
won Best Movie.
It has
It won
an
Best
Oscar,
Movie.
yes. Won Best
It
Picture,
beat Avatar, which I don't understand
yeah.
still.
Ooh, that.
I don't.
okay.
I don't even like Avatar, but this is. I don't. I honestly don't know. I don't know. These are both amazing.
Platoon and Thin Red Line.
Yes.
I think Thin Red
Wow.
Line.
I'm gonna go Platoon, but they are both good.
Up to you, Vino.
Hey, Rob, let this one sit for a bit because I think people are going to need to vote on this one. Because I honestly, wow.
By the way, on that note then about Canadian whiskey, Ben, send me an email. I will find a way to mail you a bottle of Bareface or Lot 40 or something. And we will-
Lot 40 is awesome.
the 100%
If you can
rye
get, it's probably not, but if you can get the Dark Oak Lot 40, it is amazing.
fair. I don't know if I
That
can
is the
get
best rye.
that one. I can get the regular release though.
Yeah, the regular one is fantastic, but the Dark Oak is better.
Yeah, I watched your video on Canadian whiskey. You saw my comment. I absolutely. I'm excited to try that one. I gotta find it.
Yeah,
That,
it's
the Thin Red Line has a crazy cast, man.
it does.
It does.
Yeah.
They're both. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but they're both good. But Platoon, yeah,
They're both.
I'm gonna go with Platoon, but Thin Red Line is.
We're getting
really,
a lot of
really
votes for Platoon.
Failed me.
good. Yeah,
All right.
Platoon.
We're getting
Platoon's
lots
gonna
of
win
votes
this
for
one.
Platoon.
I'm gonna go Platoon also. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, everybody else in the comments is saying Platoon. Yeah, Platoon. I knew.
Oh yeah,
Das
Behind Enemy
Boot
Lines
or
is
Behind Enemy Lines.
that is
Das
his
Boot.
best movie he ever made.
I'm
What's
gonna
his
go
face?
Das Boot.
Das Boot.
Gene Hackman and Owen Wilson.
Oh, that's almost his best movie ever.
What?
Almost.
Yeah.
Hold on. What beats that?
You're not going to say Zoolander?
No, I'm sorry. But he was. I mean, we're not counting comedies here because then for that I'm going to say Wedding Crashers.
You're excused,
Oh,
brah.
that's fair.
I'm not your bra.
Behind Enemy Lines, the Behind Enemy Lines has you breathing hard like you're running.
That's,
I don't remember it as much. I do remember Das Boot as being pretty.
And Das Boot has a
cool.
4.5 hour extended cut. So like, it's a meme.
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, it's great.
Also, guys,
My buddy Riley and I have a meme about that. That's great.
rest in peace, Gene Hackman, dude.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Rest in peace, Gene
What a
Hackman.
brutal
Days of
way.
Blast to Gene Hackman.
I mean, 95 is a great age, but what a brutal way to go.
Mhm.
Seriously, but can we just talk about how amazing of an actor Gene Hackman is, dude?
Oh yeah.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Pelham 1, 2,
And-
3.
and how-
Pelham 1, 2, 3 might be my favorite Gene Hackman film.
And you know what? Another word on Gene Hackman. Another thing, like for an actor to just gracefully retire,
Mhm.
having made just
On his own.
amazing film after amazing film. Yeah, and
Yeah.
so many legendary actors just keep going, and then eventually they start making shit movies.
Yeah.
And same with directors. Oh my God, directors do the same shit. Like Ridley Scott needs to stop.
Yeah.
like,
You know
like his last
who
few
you know
have
who
been-
you know who was doing that and he did step away just before is Coppola. Coppola said, "Okay, I think I'm done."
He stepped out
Yeah.
all the way through Godfather 3, right?
Yeah, that was about the time when he was like starting to step away. He made one other film. I can't remember what it was called. It wasn't very good, and I think he was just like, "Yeah, I'm done."
Oh yeah. It's good.
like I mean,
It's always
like, another one like Harrison Ford, right? Like
Yeah.
great actor, but like lately he's just phoning it in, and he's doing just dumb movies. And you know, like the last Indiana Jones was they destroyed the legacy of Indiana Jones. He was just like a sad old man.
Wait, are you thinking Crystal Skull or the one that just came out?
The one that just came out, they're both bad, but the one that just came out
really?
ruined
Is
him.
the newest one
Um,
still bad?
it's worse. It's awful.
No, damn.
They literally, Disney has done the same thing to his two big characters, Han Solo and Indiana Jones. They've turned him into a sad old man who can't do anything anymore, and of course some awesome new person has to come in and steal the thunder.
Gross.
And it's sad. Like,
It's depressing.
talk about killing a legacy character.
It's kind of
So
like,
listen, in the chat, who is your favorite actor, male or female? In the chat, who's your favorite actor? I'm interested to know.
for me, it's Robin Williams.
He's in my top 10. for
Gary
sure.
Oldman.
Oh,
Gary
Gary
Oldman.
Oldman's a great choice.
I've Gary top 10 for me. Gary Oldman.
Maybe I need
For me, my top three would be Gary Oldman, Johnny Depp, and Anthony Hopkins.
Johnny Depp.
They're-
Hold on, wait, hold on.
Johnny Depp's amazing.
I love
Johnny Depp's
character
amazing.
actors. They play characters.
Oh, okay.
Johnny Depp's done some bad films, but he is an amazing. I don't like actors in the same role. You know, we talked about Will Smith earlier. I love Keanu Reeves, but let's face it, same.
No, Rob, I want to stop you for a second. Rob, I do want to stop you for a second. Keanu Reeves is Keanu Reeves, but good. Thank God he is, because he's awesome in everything he does. Will
but he
Smith,
plays
I
it the
like Will
same,
Smith,
though.
but he does sometimes. Sometimes it can be distracting with Will Smith that he's Will Smith, but Keanu, it's like always like awesome, dude. Fuck it, I don't care if it's Keanu.
I think that the problem.
No,
with Keanu is
it works. It works for some reason. It works every time. I think he's
It
good at
works
choosing
every
movies
time.
that works. But it works
All right,
every
so
time.
let's go to
but
the
in
chat.
terms of
Let's go to the chat real quick, guys. Hold on. Let's see. Mike Myers from Stefan. Mike Myers is really good, actually.
Heath Ledger, man. Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger,
Anthony
yeah.
Hopkins, amazing. Anthony Hopkins, Gary Oldman, fantastic. Heath Ledger, God, too young.
Oh, dear
Guy was-
Lord. That is a
Yeah.
I feel like Heath Ledger was about to break it, man. He was about to break.
Oh yeah, because he was coming off of doing rom-coms, and then
Then he did
I
the
remember
Joker and stuff.
People went nuts when he was cast as Joker. They were like, "What the fuck is that?" And then that first trailer, and it was like, "Okay, yeah, this works."
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Tom Hanks, incredible. I don't know Tatsuya Nakade. It might be someone I don't know.
Oh, I know that name from somewhere. I can't think of.
That's your buddy Al. He said that. I'm not sure who he is.
Yeah.
Gary, what's your favorite Gary Oldman film, Rob? I love him in Dracula. I absolutely freaking love him in Dracula.
He's
Dra-
good in
the
Dracula.
first.
Tinker Tailor
I like how he's always a different character, but
Always.
Dracula's phenomenal. I like how he plays a Gordon in the Dark Knight trilogy. He creeped me the fuck out when he played the villain in The Professional.
Yeah.
He was so like sadistic, and he was really a
Yeah.
creepy villain.
Even though I think he's gotten long in the tooth, kind of like what you were talking about, Rob. Al Pacino is my favorite actor of all time. I mean,
Oh my god!
when I think of his performance in Scent of a Woman, jeez, man.
He's playing the freaking devil in it. Oh no, that's the other
Oh
one, that's the
man,
other
Devil's Advocate.
Devil's Advocate,
Devil's
yeah.
Advocate.
Devil's
Woo!
Advocate
That was-
and Heat. Heat is my
He's
movie.
so creepy in that one.
Yeah, so yeah, he's my favorite actor, but I can acknowledge that.
And you gotta give props to Scarface. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Scarface. Of course, the early
do
stuff.
the accent again.
Serpico, Dog's Day Afternoon, like the early stuff is amazing.
That's true.
Mhm.
All right, well, so Rob, what do we got here behind enemy lines? I think
Das Boot came up a couple times in the chat. I think it's Das Boot.
Is it really?
I don't know.
Let me see. I think Mike's just trying to influence the.
Does Boot, Rip Gene. Behind enemy lines, Does Boot.
Guys,
behind enemy
can you
lines.
guys actually vote?
I think it's Does. I think it's Does Boot.
Is it Das Boots?
Faith in humanity,
I think it's
by the
Das
way.
Boot.
Thank you, Al.
All right,
There's
I've
at
never
least,
seen
like,
it, so I
six
can't. I have no opinion. I've never seen
It's
it.
a really good one about Fury or Dunkirk.
About
I'm going
Boots?
Dunkirk.
Yeah, Dunkirk is crazy.
It's
good.
about submarine warfare. It's
Oh,
really
I know
good.
what it is. It's
Very more,
amazing.
but I'm fine with Dunkirk as a pick.
Yeah, Dunkirk. Yeah, they're both good, but Dunkirk.
Shoot that guy.
I love when guys like Pitt have that movie where you're like, oh, these guys are good. Like they can actually fucking
American
act.
Sniper or The Covenant?
I
American
haven't seen
Sniper
the
was
Covenant, but
great.
I have more.
So here's the deal. American Sniper is great until you find out that the guy who's the sniper in real life is actually not a great dude.
That's my exact point. That's what I was going to
Was
say.
he not?
Yeah, he's not a great dude. He's not a great dude. But the movie itself, fantastic.
Great movie.
What did he do that wasn't
person.
that great?
Yeah, he's
He's an American
he's
soldier. So I mean, we got to talk about the general. Not to make it too political, but the general idea is that the American military has been utilized to destabilize countries in the Middle East
Yeah.
since 2001, and as a result, it kind of colors everything about the American military negatively because we're all aware very quietly that we're not the good guys. So the American Sniper is one of those peak propaganda films that was intended to make people
Mhm.
fond of the U.S.
Mm.
military that has backfired horrendously because this
Oh,
guy
really?
himself, while he did some good stuff, is not a good person. There's like domestic violence stuff in his history, and he's
Yeah, exactly. Good shoulder, good soldier, bad person.
You know
Yes.
what? I can't get over though in that movie is the scene with the baby. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't
So-
remember. I just remember
so
thinking the film was really
If you,
well. Really well
look,
done.
if you look it up, go on YouTube and look up a American Sniper baby scene. It's the scene where it's like he's talking to his wife and he has his baby daughter, and it is the absolute worst baby prop ever. It's so fake looking. And then
Okay.
at one point you even see Bradley Cooper move his thumb to make her arm move.
That's hysterical.
Okay,
It's
I will
so
say,
bad. It
if
takes
we're
me
talking
right
about-
out of the film.
if we're
This
talking
is
about
this is Bradley Cooper's foray into serious acting, though, and he did a
Yeah.
great job.
that's true.
did,
That is
yeah.
true. But then again, though, if we're talking about bad baby props, okay, you get a physical prop with American Sniper. What about the baby in Twilight?
Oh God.
I never saw.
Yeah.
I've never seen Twilight.
Oh,
That was
look at you.
that was like the worst CGI. Why couldn't you get a real baby or a fake baby? Like
That
that
was
was
a convincing
the most
prosthetic, right?
creepy.
I mean, it was awful, right?
Oh, it was so. Well, going back to American Sniper, like I know you have two options. One, you get a real baby, which is not always practical, and then those realistic looking baby animatronic baby props, they're very expensive. So depending on the budget, maybe they couldn't afford it, so they got a little doll. But as a cinematographer, you could have picked a better angle. You could have done something
Yeah.
to make it look more real. And they totally dropped the ball. And I don't understand how the editor or the director did not catch this and be like, that's a fucking doll.
I'm gonna YouTube it later and check. I'm sure it's on
Oh
YouTube.
yeah, check it out. It is hilarious.
Oh yeah,
It's
All right, so,
so bad.
American Sniper got this one, Rob.
yeah.
Yeah. Despite the baby.
Yeah, despite the baby, I guess it is. Yeah,
Oh, We Were Soldiers is really good.
Mel Gibson.
Really good.
I haven't seen
my
Rescue
viewing
Dawn.
screen is like
Christian Bale.
6 feet away from me. Can I have you guys read the titles to me? I'm sorry.
We Were
That's
Soldiers
We Were
or Rescue
Soldiers
Dawn?
and Rescue Dawn.
I haven't seen either actually, so it's up to you guys.
You know, look, the Mel Gibson, like the guy doesn't miss. I mean, whatever he makes.
We Were Soldiers was
hate
very
that he
good.
doesn't miss because he's a shit person.
I know he's a controversial. He's a
He's
such a
controversial
weird guy.
person.
He plays an absolutely fantastic Hamlet, and
Oh, he doesn't miss, and this is another one of those really
Braveheart?
good films.
Yeah. Al Roth says
No, I
Werner
get it,
Herzog,
I get it.
who's the
He's a
director
con- he's a-
of Rescue
He's a
Dawn, I believe.
controversial guy. Was that Rob?
oh, Werner Herzog is okay. If Rescue Dawn is a Werner Herzog film, I know who Werner Herzog is. I pick
Yeah.
Rescue Dawn.
So yeah, Rescue
I'm,
Dawn.
going, I'm going with We Were Soldiers. I've never saw Rescue Dawn, but We Were Soldiers
So
was
we've
good.
we've got a few for Soldiers and a few for Rescue Dawn, I think.
Yeah, Braveheart obviously was peak
Without a mustache.
Mel Gibson.
I think so. It's hilarious how historically anachronistic it is, though. Despite being still like kind of accurate, it's still really inaccurate. It's in a weird gray space. I love it.
But
Which one?
it's
We Were Soldiers?
No, Braveheart.
Oh, Braveheart, yeah.
But I mean, it's like the Passion of the Christ, right? It's incredibly inaccurate. You know, at least he picked out the parts of the Bible that kind of glorified the story of Christ.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Yeah, I mean they left out a lot of from and they switched things to in Braveheart to really fit the narrative of the story they wanted to tell. So
Yeah, exactly.
Which is inherently the problem, like because you could keep it historically accurate and it'd still be fine, but like.
but it's like, I mean, most stories are like that though. Most stories are based on a real story.
I think American cinema has suffered from that for pretty much from the beginning, where telling the good and the bad of a story has been something they really kind of strayed away from. You know, it tends to kind of paint things in this romantic kind of picture.
Great comment from
Who's
Stefan.
that?
Rob Roy. Who has seen Rob Roy? It's not just a good cocktail. It's a great movie.
I haven't seen that.
I've never seen that. Never seen it.
It has the most, and this comes from not my opinion, but from a stunt choreographer. It has the most realistic sword fight scene in any movie, and it's at the end. So Liam Neeson plays Rob Roy, and he has to fight a guy to the death in a duel at the end, and the other guy is clearly the better fighter, but like, you know, and they're fighting, and you can see them get tired, but also he gets cut, you know, like Liam Neeson gets cut in the arm, so suddenly he can't fight with that arm anymore, so he has to switch to his bad arm to fight, and it's a really good film with a really good sword fight at the end.
So what did we end up with here, by the way?
I think we're on We Were Soldiers has more votes.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's go with that, Rob.
That's fine. Yeah, we got 4 minutes, so we got to run through it.
No, I'm not. I can stretch it a bit.
Well, we're on to round
Saving
two now,
Private
so
Ryan. Saving Private Ryan for sure.
Out, come and see.
Ryan.
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
Though I got to tell you, I want to watch that this weekend. I really want to see it.
Yeah, it looks
Platoon.
interesting. Platoon.
Hurt Locker, fantastic. Definitely watch Platoon.
Platoon. Agreed.
So Platoon.
Yep.
Again, I can't say the
Platoon.
option, right? I'm just gonna. I'll let you all go ham with it. 'Cause-
Dunkirk or Das Boot? Dunkirk wins this one for me.
Yeah, Dunkirk.
I think Das Boot, but I'm an art movie nerd, so y'all can pick.
Tim Roth was the guy he was fighting in Rob Roy, who's also a great actor, and he wore a hilarious wig.
Tim Roth and Liam Neeson. That's a good combo.
Mike,
It's a
you
great
need
film. Look it
Sarah
up.
to be your third pair of eyes.
Sarah, Vino says you need to be my third pair of eyes. Verbatim. She says she has shitty eyes. Her and I both wear glasses. We both have pretty high prescriptions. So
I think Dunkirk
So
wins
it
this
should
one.
be your eighth pair of eyes then.
the eighth
I'm going with Dunkirk.
Dunkirk, yeah.
All right, American Sniper or We Were Soldiers?
We Were Soldiers. We Were Soldiers
yeah.
is a poetic film. I don't know. I know you haven't seen it, Mike. It's a very poetic film, actually.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna pick the thing that isn't American Sniper.
So sorry, what are we doing? One vote for We Were Soldiers.
Yeah.
We Were Soldiers, yeah.
Okay.
Again, American Sniper, great film. A little bit of a propaganda film.
Exactly, yeah.
It's got to be Saving Private Ryan, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
Saving
Who's
Private
going Platoon?
Ryan, but Platoon is incredible.
Agreed.
I got to watch Saving Private Ryan again. It's been so long. It's such a good film, though.
So here's a story, right? So I went to see Saving Private Ryan in the movies when it
Nice.
first came out, and it was wild, man, because the first scene when they're on the beach, an old man starts having like flashbacks, and they have to escort him out of the film. It was really heartbreaking. Yeah, it was really heartbreaking, man. Like I remember tearing up. Like he was super sad. He was like saying, "Oh," he's like started naming like his guys that died. It was super wicked, man.
wow.
It was like what? Yeah, so I'll never forget that.
Scene
I'll
is
never
so
forget that.
visceral, though. It's so you're right in there. The cameraman is like in the battle on the beach.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really wild. And Tim, you're the veteran
Tim
here. I mean, what was your feelings when you watched?
Well, he just
Obviously,
he
you
just
didn't fight in World War II, but watching Saving Private Ryan must have been pretty tough. Yeah, see,
he
see what I'm
just
saying?
wrote
Look, yeah. I mean, again, not a veteran, but a deep love for our military. You know, I just think it's such a crazy hard film, man. Crazy hard film.
Mm-hmm.
Especially again, having been there, watched this old guy like literally have a PTSD moment. That was wild, man. Wild.
that's one of those things you see that you can never forget. You know,
No, I can't imagine that.
grounds how real that is for these people.
Yeah, he was, you know, and I've got family who fought in Iraq and, you know, who suffer from PTSD, and it's, you know, war is no joke, man. And, you know, like, it's just something that when avoided we have to pray that, you know, it doesn't happen, because it's such an ugly thing, man.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
All right, so we're
I
going with
think,
Saving Private Ryan on this one. I think
Saving
everybody's
Private Ryan.
SPR has been showing up a
I
lot.
think SPR is that's the one.
That might have been
Dunkirk,
Spielberg's greatest work, which says a lot, because that's Spielberg.
For me, that's Spielberg's best.
Did he also do Schindler's List?
Yes.
Then it's a
Very,
tie for me.
very close second.
It's a
Very
tie
close
for me.
second.
I can't decide between those two. I think they're too important.
Schindler's List was another one that made
I
me
don't know.
cry my eyes.
I think E.T.'s up there.
What's
I know
that?
it's not as
You know, I really like AI.
but Rob, E.T. another one. I mean, I
E.T.
cried
is
still
fantastic.
watching that movie, dude.
You know what the funniest thing to me with ET, when they did a 20th anniversary re-release or whatever, when ET is flying over on the bicycle and the kids are, you know, when they're flying on the bikes, there's cops below and they're looking up. The original shot, those cops are holding shotguns. And apparently it was seen as too violent for the re-release because they wanted kids to see it. So they CGI'd some walkie-talkies in the hands of the cops instead of the guns. So you look this up. It's hilarious. Like, such a small detail, but I guess, you know, that they wanted it to be seen in theaters for a new generation of kids.
That is
That's what they had
America
to
in
do.
a nutshell. We do
Seriously.
nothing about real gun violence, but fake shotguns in movies? Absolute no.
Hold on a second. Something. Hey, Rob, can you highlight Dave's comment? I was not aware that
Which
Dave
one?
was a Canadian vet. Did you know that?
Oh my God, really?
I never knew that about Dave.
Awesome.
Dave,
Dave.
dude, thank you for your service, brother. I never realized that.
Absolutely.
That's
Cheers.
awesome. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
All right, so we got two veterans. We got two veterans in the community, which is awesome. All right, so what do we got here? Especially when you consider that Schindler's List and Jurassic Park came out the same year. Shit, that's
Oh, Jurassic Park.
Wow. God damn. That's a good use.
that's peak right there, man.
Yeah, what happened to cinema?
Al Roth makes a great point.
What
I
happened to
love that they never tried to remake or make a sequel to E.T.
Although they did make E.T.'s part of the Star Wars universe.
Wait, what?
Yeah, but that's different. That's different.
It's kind of a joke, but in episode 1 when they've got the giant the Senate with all all the races.
Oh yeah.
At one point you can see there's a bunch of ET style aliens in one of the pods. So they're canonized as in the Star Wars universe.
Well, hold on. Is that still hold true in the new Disney canon, where a whole bunch of like extra universe stuff got cut?
Well, it's part of episode 1, so it's got to be part of canon.
Damn.
They cut out what Disney cut out is what they call the expanded universe. So
Yeah.
all the books, video games, comic books, stuff that weren't if it wasn't directly tied to the movies, the six, like when they bought Star Wars, they kept the 6 movies and Clone Wars, the TV shows that were officially Lucasfilm. That is canon. But any other books and things like that, they were written with authorization from George Lucas, but they were written. That becomes what they now call legends. So it's not part of the official Disney canon.
Rest in peace to all the other people who played KOTOR as kids. Yeah, no, I get. Yeah, okay. I had forgotten about that bit of lore. Technically.
So where we at on this vote, by the way, guys?
I say Dunkirk.
What's going on here?
I said Dunkirk. Yeah.
I think we got soldiers. I don't know when.
I don't know. I'm gonna go. We were soldiers.
I see some I see more soldiers.
There's quite a
in the
bit of
chat
soldiers.
than,
Yeah, I see more soldiers in Dunkirk.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
What the hell,
soldiers.
guys?
It's a really great movie. I don't know. Have you seen it, Rob?
I think I have a long time ago.
You should watch it again. It's fantastic. It's one of Mel's best movies. And again, don't forget, guys. Whatever, as controversial as the
I saw
guy is,
Dunkirk fairly recently.
he's an incredible director.
Oh, he's a great actor. Yeah, and a great director.
Oh yeah.
KOTOR. Wow, that was a good one. I remember
I was
that.
gonna say
Knights
I didn't
of the
realize how
Old
many people
Republic.
were gonna know what that. Yeah, Knights of the Republic. I didn't think that many
Knights
people
of the
would
Old
resonate with
Republic.
that comment, but I feel that. I feel that in my heart.
Yeah, we
I
should do
never
a
actually played
video.
it.
We
I
should
was-
do
I
a, we
was,
should do a video game theme one Drinking Buddies one day.
I am so in.
Let's do it.
Unironically, I'm 100%.
Yeah, I think that would be
StarCraft
fun.
2, that's fun. I was a big RTS. RTS were my games. So Command and Conquer, StarCraft, love
Age of
that.
Empires?
I know Dave plays like
Total
one of those kind of
Annihilation.
RTS games. I was always more of a Nintendo guy, like Zelda, Mario. Those movies.
Zelda 2, man. The Adventures of Link.
Yeah,
That's
I
my
loved
game.
all the Zelda, Mario's, Metroid, all that stuff like that. All right, so soldiers, Mike, Rob.
Soldiers it is.
Yeah, right.
Sorry,
yeah, right.
Dunkirk.
Soldiers do.
Ooh, ah.
All
I
right,
think
let's.
it's Saving Private
It's Private Ryan. Let's go to that final round.
Yeah, Private Ryan.
Da, 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 da. Okay,
Is
we'll
it-
let
is
it
it
marinate.
Apocalypse
Okay,
Now?
guys.
Yeah, we called it.
In the chat, I'm talking to you. Vote.
What I will say is, I think the stronger movie is Saving Private Ryan. However, my personal favorite is Apocalypse Now.
I watch Private Ryan regularly, not regularly, but once a year maybe. I really just
Really?
it's a movie for me that connects. You know, it's
It is
such a
really-
beautiful
It
movie.
is really amazing.
You know, if you've ever
They're
been
both
down,
really
if you've ever been down to Rob, I don't know if you've done it because you're not in America, but if you've ever been down to Washington D.C. to like the memorials and stuff,
Mhm.
it's super freaking touching, dude.
Mhm.
And you know, when you see a veteran standing like at the memorial, like he's like looking at the names of his friends that passed away, it's hard, man. It's super hard.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Um,
Like, I think Stefan puts it here. Apocalypse Now is more quotable. I think it's the more artsy film. It's the more
100%.
cinematic.
100%.
But Saving Private Ryan hits harder as a
Apocalypse Now
as a
is also
historical.
Mhm.
yeah. Apocalypse Now is also more a movie in a weird way. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Saving Private
More
Ryan's not
weather?
fun. Saving Private Ryan stresses you out the entire film, man.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So
I
I
think
would go.
that's the
Yeah, I would
secret of
vote. I would put my vote at Saving Private Ryan. However, despite the fact that Apocalypse Now is my personal favorite, but
Yeah,
we're going
Yeah.
with best war movie. I got to give it to Saving Private Ryan.
yeah. So we've got 3 for Apocalypse Now, 2 for Private Ryan.
Plus the panel, which is 5. Because
Yeah, Stevie, like he was like Stefan is saying, like it hits the throw. Like I get emotional every single time I watch Private Ryan. Every
I mean,
single time.
we
You
gotta
can't
say
not.
that Tim, the veteran in here, is saying Private Ryan. So that's like 2, 3, 4 votes in one, right?
Yeah, that's like that. Yeah, one Tim vote is like 5.
Mhm. Yeah, if you guys-
And also Dave.
There we
Dave
go,
gets
yeah.
yes.
True, very
It's
true,
true,
very
yeah.
true. So overwhelmingly, Saving Private
Realism
Ryan.
versus surrealism.
That is, you know what? Bab makes a really good point. That is a really, really good point.
Well,
Yeah, there's something more surreal about Apocalypse Now. Like I said, it's more artsy. It's more cinematic.
Yes.
Whereas Saving
It's-
Private Ryan
it's-
like puts you on the beach. in Normandy.
you
Like,
are on the
you're
dude. You were in there, man.
Yeah.
there-
Those first of all, the sniper scenes in that movie
Yes.
are
when he's quoting
oh
the
my
Bible-
god.
Oh my
yeah.
god!
This dude, they're the best sniper scenes of any film ever. Even better than American Sniper.
Oh, agreed. Firmly agreed. Yeah.
I think everyone agrees.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna probably have a winner here, right?
Yeah, I got Saving Private Ryan is the best.
All
one.
right. Awesome. Nice.
Woo!
All right.
And with that, we're gonna do our toast. We're gonna do our shot.
Real quick,
We're gonna do
there
a
is-
shot of Irish whiskey. If any of you guys want to join us in taking a shot, Rob is gonna put a link in the chat.
Can I
All
do
you
that?
need is an iPhone. All you need is an iPhone or whatever.
a phone with a camera.
Hit that link. Join us for a shot of Irish whiskey for St. Patrick's Day. We're also going to toast to our 2 veterans in the chat. We appreciate your service. And let's go for a shot. If you don't want to be on camera, that's fine. But if you want to join us, hit the link in the chat.
While we're waiting for folks,
Let me see if
to
the
join,
link. Yeah, there we go. There's a link.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go for it.
For everyone collectively in the chat, and those of us here in the live stream as like professionals, more or less, quote unquote. Do y'all know of a form of pecan bitters that is solely pecan? Because there is a pecan chicory varietal from I think Bee Brothers or something like that.
Yeah, I have a espresso pecan. I don't have regular pecan. No,
Okay.
Interesting. Yeah, they're all
they're usually
like
mixed.
paired with something. Eh? Yeah, that's
I was
interesting.
gonna say because a couple came into the bar when I was working at Green Door, months ago, and they were like, "Hey, do you guys know of a pecan bitters?" And I was like, "Well, I know how to make one, but I don't know if it's commercially sold that is just pecan."
There might be a small batch one out there. I'm sure that Stefan knows.
Hey, also though, Gnome, if Gnome's not here anymore, but if you watch this VOD later, he makes bitters.
Yeah.
Let's just tell him to do it.
More of a can.
I'm sure
Hey,
no one else
Bab, that's
has
your
pecans,
Bab,
right?
that's your shit, bro. We don't, you know, that's your life.
All right,
We don't judge you. We
What
don't judge
Irish
you,
are we
brother.
working with? What Irish are we
So
working with here?
I'm going with Tullamore Dew Caribbean Cask. I'm Puerto Rican.
I'm
you know what it
gonna
is.
follow you with the Caribbean. I'll follow you with the Caribbean. There you go.
All right, beautiful. What are you doing, Mike?
I'm drinking Patty's Irish whiskey.
All right, cool.
Pretty popular around me right now, and is actually like a far more solid Irish whiskey than I'm used to around here. Irish whiskey is not big in Michigan, so this is.
So look, we'll give you guys a couple of minutes if you want to join us in the
Is
on the
Rusty
video.
still
Anyone
here?
looking to join?
If you don't want to, that's cool.
Do I have
No
a pecan
sweat. But
coffee?
we'd love to have you for a quick shot.
Yeah, see, Ben is still here. I'm there in spirit, though.
No, I don't
Cheers.
have that. Stefan, I have a lot of Kinsip stuff, but I don't have the pecan coffee. I should get it.
Ooh, Tim is doing
Tim.
Redbreast 12. Nice.
Ooh,
Tim,
that's a
you want
good whiskey.
to try to join us
That's
again?
a whiskey you're wasting if you're doing it in a shot. in
I
my-
think Tim might be a little bit emotional right now.
you know
my
what?
my personal favorite Irish. Well, I'm not going to do a shot because I like to sip this stuff, but is the Redbreast Listowel. And it's
I've not had
fantastic.
the 12. I love. I never had that one.
This is basically the 12, but it's finished in Listowel.
It's finished in the style. Yeah, love it.
And
I
it's
love
so
a good. I am a sucker for finishes. I
Same,
cast
same here.
finishes.
Love. That's why it hurt me when that dude. I did a little just a short review of Angel's Envy because I love Finnish whiskies, and this
Hey,
guy comes
Rob,
on.
I'm sorry,
He's like,
Rob. I'm sorry, Rob, but Tim wants to know how to join.
I just gotta click a link. I'll put it again. There you go.
Rob,
Just
make
click
sure
that.
you're in my thing though. You might have to share the link
that
in
should-
my channel.
I'm doing it in Restream. It should send to both. It
And
should.
mine too, because I'm also apparently streaming.
Let me go. Check
Did you
if it's
add your
on
channel,
yours.
Mike?
I did, yes.
Oh, you did.
Good job.
Nice.
Yeah, Rob, I'm gonna make sure of that, brother, because sometimes
Yeah, I'm
it
gonna
can
look,
be a little wonky.
No, maybe not. Eh? What the
Yeah,
hell?
Rob, the link's not showing up on my channel, and
Why
everyone's
does it
on my
always-
channel.
That's
brother.
so weird. It should go to. Okay, let me. I'll go.
All right, so
I'll-
guys, make sure you're on my channel, the progress
put the link
bar,
on
Coach
yours.
Vino. All right, make sure you're on my channel. Rob's gonna share the link now, and we'd love to have you for a shot. All you need is an iPhone or your computer, whatever you got.
Yeah, please get in here. It'd be great.
Yeah, see, even Mike's Matt's saying it's not showing up, so Rob's gonna share the link on my channel, guys.
Oh, we got one.
All
Yeah,
right, all right, all right.
What do we got? Stefan is on. Hey.
Yeah, Stefan. Show us your mixers. Show us your bitters.
Good to meet you, Stefan.
Show us your bitters. That sounds strangely
As a public
sexual.
indecency
It
charge.
does, it does.
Show us your bitters, man.
Rob, you shared it in my
Link in,
you shared it in my chat?
Bro, I'm
I
sponsored
did.
by a bitters
Whether or not it
company,
comes
you
up
know?
as a clickable link, but otherwise you can just kind of copy paste. All right. Oh, he's got a Redbreast as well. Which one is that? Is that a Redbreast? No, I don't know. I can't make it out.
Yeah, Rob, it's so weird. It's not showing in my chat.
But I just posted it.
I don't see
Give
either,
it. Give
funnily
me,
enough.
Rob. Send me, Rob. Can you?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll private it right in here.
Yes, private it up.
Oh, Al's doing
private
a shot at
administration.
Angostura bitters. Hell yeah, Al.
That is great. We did that in one episode. That is a great shot.
I love a shot at Angostura. Oh my god. Angostura is stuff from the gods. I swear to God.
It is. Remember we did Vino. Remember we did a Angostura shot with Tyler, and he couldn't handle it. We're all like, "Oh, that's good." He was just like, "Ah."
Oh my god.
So,
All right, guys. So I just shared the link in my.
it is red breast.
actually, okay, yeah.
His camera's backwards, so I couldn't read the label. I'm like, but it's got a bird on it. It's got to be red breast.
All right, guys. So
I'm trying to read it
I
from the
just
team
shared the
bird
link
on
on
it.
my channel, so you should be fine to check it out now. I just shared the
we got
link.
another one. Yeah, we got someone else. Here we go. We got Sean. All right, Sean.
All right, we got
Hey, how's it
Sean.
going?
Welcome, Sean. Welcome to the house.
Hello.
Come on, guys. We could get a few more. Let's get a couple more guys. Remember, go
Like,
on my
I thought-
channel. I just
totally
put.
thought,
I just put the.
I totally thought
Wait, what?
Stefan's like whiskey was some sort of like Gaelic word that I couldn't pronounce, but it's because his red breast inverted.
Hey, Mike. We're gonna get Sarah on the screen or what?
I think she's asleep. Actually, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh.
She's been quiet for a while.
I was gonna say, I haven't had an off-screen conversation in a minute, so I think she's asleep. But
Oh, we got a few more, I think. Let me.
We got a couple more. All right,
we
all right.
do. We got. Oh, David's here! Hey,
Hey,
and Tim.
David.
David,
Oh, Tim.
Nice.
Tim's just a.
And we got Tim. I hope
Tim's
everybody's
just an
wearing
icon.
pants.
I'm gonna drop the chat for a bit so we can see everyone.
nice.
Hey
All
Tim,
right,
I don't
guys,
think the
we got-
camera's on.
Hey, Sarah is coming in. Hold on.
Sarah's gonna join. All right.
Oh, we got Brazilian Rob. Hey.
Yeah, hey, Brazilian Rob. Hey, Rob doesn't look. You don't look Brazilian. What the hell? Did you fool us?
It's just a.
I'm with you, David.
I'm gonna drop
I was
the chat for a
distracted
bit so we can
because
see
somebody else
everyone.
joined the chat.
This is beautiful. This is community, guys. Love
So
it.
Dave,
This is community.
Dave, this is what you need. Irish whiskey's gonna cure you.
I've made enough.
Oh, so
I
I
went
think someone's
a
still
few hot
listening to the
toddies.
stream. If you're online and listening to the stream, you gotta kind of turn down the volume.
Just lower it a little bit.
I have an odd feeling that Dave is not going to feel any better after this.
Nah, Irish whiskey cures everything.
This is what we call.
Irish whiskey's gonna cure you.
Who's listening to the stream on speakers?
If you're online and listening to the stream,
Everybody's just gotta mute
Yeah,
their
just lower it a
microphone if
little
you're
bit.
not in the stream. That Dave is not going to feel any better after this. I'm hearing myself from like 2 minutes ago. It's hilarious.
That was. We're good now, right? Tim, are you there,
Someone else?
Tim?
Oh my god, yeah, someone else.
Is Tim in here?
Oh, Stefan's
Tim's
back.
there. Yes. We can't see him, but we hear him.
Stefan's on twice. Here we go.
Tim, you gotta
All
hit the
right.
camera, brother.
I did.
Yeah, you gotta turn it on, not off.
I turned it. Wait a minute.
All right, well,
Yeah, no, Sarah is doing the shot.
Tim
with
is
herself.
literally in spirit as a cocktail right now.
All right, it's just
Can you hear me?
So
We can hear you very
brother.
well.
So look, we
We
don't
just
see
don't
you,
see
but
you.
we hear you, brothers. So look, guys.
Stefan dropped
how-
again.
Is it? Oh wait, let's see if we can get him back in.
This is
We got him.
good.
We got him back in.
No, he came in with a different.
Is it on?
Hold on, Al's gonna join us. Tim, we can't see your video. What are you using? Tim, are you using a flip phone?
On my computer. What the hell? You got
Oh, we got
bootleg
Al.
website.
There we go.
and
Hey, how's it going?
Hey,
I'm actually doing
Listen.
something different. I said I would do a Jameson, but I actually figured that since I'm from Argentina, I'm gonna do
Oh my god!
bottle.
I'm
here
having
from
a
Argentina.
spiritual moment listening to Al right now. What the fuck?
I'm using my computer.
Hey,
we
Mike.
lost. We
Yeah,
lost.
so
Al,
here
you're
is
usually
not-
España, which
You're
is
not
basically
commenting.
it's our.
What, a year now? Oh my god, this is crazy. I'm meeting
So-
you for the first time.
I don't know how much
Yeah.
longer we got before Dave actually faints, guys. So we should.
Why the hell it cannot?
All right, so we're doing a little bit of Fernet. We're doing a little bit of Irish whiskey. Are we doing that?
Good combo. Good combo. Oof.
Rob, are we
That
doing
would
that,
be
Rob? Fernet and Irish whiskey?
I have to make more room. I filled my glass with Irish whiskey, but I
I'll
can do some
I'll
for
add a
that.
little Fernet to
Hold on.
mine.
Hold on.
I'll add some for that.
Okay,
That's a
hold on.
pretty sick combo.
I'll do this here.
I do
Give me
have
just a
Jaeger.
moment.
So I'll do Jaeger as a substitute, and you can all make fun of
Jaeger
me.
works.
Jaeger works.
It's not.
All right, I got a bigger glass, and I'll just top it with a bit of Fernet.
We gotta get Bab to get on camera. He can't be shy. He's probably the most handsome guy in the whole community. He's camera shy.
Why the
Where did
Where's Stefan go?
we lost Stefan, and we lost Brazilian Rob.
Oh no, where'd Brazilian Rob go?
We were a full house, and we keep losing people.
God damn.
All right, look. So
Everybody's doing
we're
their shots.
waiting-
Like they shoot the door and they leave.
We gotta. Well, you know what? Rusty Bartender can't join us because it's like daytime where he is. So
Yeah, yeah.
shot's not
Yes,
gonna
it's
work.
like noon or something like that.
Yeah.
All right. then just
So
go
Tim
ahead
is
and-
Tim.
Better
Tim
than
is
Bourbon.
black.
He's a POV man.
Tim is all black, but that's cool.
God damn.
just slurp really loud.
He
We
gave us
can
a
hear
little,
you
he
fine.
gave us a little
It's a fun-
Samuel
it's a fun way
Jackson
to end
action
the
there,
stream,
right?
right?
God damn. All right, well, gentlemen, happy Patty's Day, and to the veterans in the chat here, Dave and Tim, we appreciate you guys. Cheers and Solanche, as they say.
Can you hear me?
Slancha.
We can hear you.
Slancha.
Correct the pronunciation.
We can
cilantro,
hear you.
but agree.
Oh.
Cilantro. Yes. that's
Slancha.
what it says. Cilantro.
Cilantro.
Can you hear me?
I'm from the Bronx. I can say things the wrong way, okay? Ooh,
Mm.
nice.
Oh.
Also, listen,
Caddies and
That's
Jaeger is
actually
a
not a
good
bad
combo.
combination.
gentlemen, thank you for
Fernet just
joining
makes
us today on the
everything
live. This was a lot of fun. Vino's got to go. I got to be a dad tomorrow, very early on, do some Girl Scout stuff
Oof.
and whatnot. So I got to go clean up the bar and
You
sober
guys
up.
even hear me?
We
Was
can
that?
hear you.
Wow.
We heard you, Tim.
I don't think he knows. I think he hears us.
So listen. So for next live, what are we talking about, Rob? March? Oh wait, what is it? March, right?
It's March right now.
We
It's
are in
March right
so
now.
early April,
April.
maybe second, third
So
week of
guys,
April. What are we doing?
give us suggestions for what kind of movies should we rank next month. What do you think? Maybe
How
best
about we do
sports
how about we
movies.
do comedies?
Science fiction.
Oh, there
Maybe.
we go.
Hey, there's Tim. We see Tim now.
Tim, there he
Wait, we
is.
get to Tim? Wait, what? Hey, Tim! Hey!
All right, Tim.
It's a fucking
I'm going to join you
miracle.
for a second shot. I'm joining
Yeah.
Tim for a second
I
shot,
gotta do another
Agreed.
shot. There we
I'm
go.
gonna do a halvesy because I'm a little toasted, but
and I'm doing
Oh,
the Red
come on,
Rose
Mike.
Moscow. I said
So
I
your
would,
channel's
I'll
called
do it for
Hard
you, Tim.
Reviews.
all right. You know what? I'm gonna channel the Irish ancestry and do a full one. You're good.
There you go. Top of the morning to ya.
Top of the morning, Leonidas. My name is Jackson.
I got to hang out with Girl Scouts tomorrow, but I'll take a second one. I'll do a halfsies.
You know, as much as I like the Fernet, I think just the plain
The stupid
Irish is better.
technology is not working.
I'm not gonna
We're
lie.
Have
happy.
a bit
Jaeger and
of
Patty's work. So we have a
Gagne.
gentle Irish.
But
whiskey.
Tim, you're on, brother. You made it work. You made it
Thank
work,
you.
Tim.
You know what? I needed Matt's help, but he was nowhere to be found. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
That's because Matt's
for-
doing Matt's doing an espresso bar crawl tomorrow.
Oh, that's like fun.
No, nice.
All right, one
So,
more
what
for
do
the
you think of
road,
this?
Timmy. This is for Timmy. Cheers, gentlemen. Oh wait, Rob, Timmy, you still
Cheers,
pouring?
Slancha.
Slancha.
I've already taken my second one.
You, Tim.
Oh, he's doing another one. My goodness.
Dave.
No, this is the other one. This is the other one.
No, he did one like 2 seconds ago.
Oh damn!
I took it with him. I guess I got to do it again. Cheers.
Those veterans, man, they know how to put it down.
Here you go. All my veteran brothers out there.
Come home safe,
Cheers,
gentlemen.
Statement, those
Here's
veterans
to you.
know how to put
Welcome
that down.
home,
is wild.
Dave.
And Dave, feel better, man.
Yeah, agreed. Dave, feel better.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
All right, so what are you thinking next time, Rob?
So, yeah,
Sci-fi? Have we done sci-fi?
We haven't done sci-fi, but I'm thinking, how about we do comedies, just classic comedies, and for cocktails, since it's springtime, we do something with floral.
Daiquiris.
Actually,
Yeah, we
no,
could-
there's a lot of carrot-based cocktails. So for Easter bunny
That's
carrot.
a
I'm not gonna
very
lie. No,
weird
no.
niche.
It's a weird niche, but there's a lot
Your
of shit in there.
your
Y'all should
carrot.
look up the tunnel vision from Death and Co. That shit is
But how
fire.
about
Yeah,
something
Mike,
floral?
Mike,
Do things
hey,
with,
Mike.
with like Saint Germain
Mike,
or
let-
with creme de violette and some
Ooh,
floral
that
drinks.
is good.
Yeah.
That is good too.
Yeah, well, yeah. So again,
Well-
daiquiris, right?
Sure,
Daiquiris,
daiquiris.
correct?
Let's do daiquiris.
You know what? Sean, what do you think, Sean? Sean, what do you think, Sean? What kind of cocktails should we do?
Tim's having another one. Good man.
Tim's just going at it. Tim's finishing the bottle.
No, I'm not finishing it. I'm putting
Red breast 12 is about to turn to red
Hold on.
breast 6.
right here.
Red breast
Hold on,
floor.
Tim. Hold on. Wait,
Red
Tim.
breast 0.
Oh.
Dave, what do you got there, Dave? What is that? What is that, Lille Blanc?
I'd follow you, but I'm 3 in, so I'm a little.
Raider cheers. Man down. Ball down.
Nice.
I don't
Well, you
think I
guys
want a
move.
repeat of.
You and Tim are gonna need a medic.
Here.
Medic.
I don't want a repeat of our 2021 live.
1 ounce at a time.
I guess I should eat supper now.
You might want to consider some poutine or something.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
Oh yeah.
we don't have time for that. I ain't got time to bleed.
Only a veteran can say that. Nobody else can say that shit and make it make
Hey, look.
sense.
Badass.
I tried a drink called Allied and Axis by Chip Plastic Cocktails. You guys have to try it.
There you go. Sean wants the daiquiris. So daiquiris.
All right, cool.
Tim, post
Ooh, I'll have to try that.
Tim, share, make it and share with us because I don't know if I know it.
Yeah, send a link or like put the recipe in the description because I will try that 100%.
Axis and Allies or the Allied and
Allied
Axis?
and Axis.
Both.
Okay, because Axis and Allies is a really fantastic board
It
game.
is.
Isn't it like isn't that like risk? Is that like risk?
Actually, Rob,
Risk?
you know, Rob, why don't we do a gamer one?
Gamer episode? Sure.
Let's do games. Let's
If
do
y'all
some
are-
sort of
if y'all
gamer
wanna do a
shit.
gamer
Like computer
episode,
games or
please
freaking
be
board
there.
games?
That's
Did you
interesting,
guys
actually.
know?
Best board games.
Best board.
Best
All
board
right, let's do board
Bro,
games. I'm cool with that. I
Mono-
love board
you got-
games.
You got Monopoly. You got
Monopoly.
Uno. You got. I would do
Would
card
be,
games and board
Like a
games.
Scrabble.
What would be a
Leave it
perfect
real.
Monopoly cocktail, for instance?
Monopoly's gonna win.
Was that-
It's gotta- it's
What's
gotta
that,
win.
Tim?
Trivial Pursuit.
That's
Trivial
that's a
Pursuit.
banger. Come on, Trivial Pursuit.
That's fair. That's a
Yeah, let's think about board games. That'd be cool.
Yeah, fine. I'm cool with that. We'll do daiquiris and board games.
Yo,
Daiquiris and
spoons,
board games. Everybody cool with that? All right, perfect, excellent.
Peak. I'm down.
Well, gentlemen, I'm
Yeah,
off to
hey,
I'm off to
Anyone
meet
wants
the
to
wizard.
join? We open it up some mic. This was a lot of fun. If you want to join for the next one, absolutely.
Yep.
glad
You
to
know
have
the
you.
guy in Monopoly with just riding the horse.
I am 100% down.
I cut the damn
for whatever.
head
Nice.
off the horse, called him the handless horse.
Well, we'll be in touch on the Discord. We'll let you know the date.
That's what I do.
It's usually a Friday. It'll probably be like early to mid April.
Sounds good.
So
I'm in.
by the way, Tim is
I'll try to be on in the comments at least.
Nice.
Tim's
100%
being very braggadocious about his Monopoly skills.
Braggadocious.
Apparently he
Word
cuts
of
off
the
heads,
I want my
horses'
damn
heads and shit.
hotel money.
Guys,
He's a slumlord. Tim's a
$200 damn
slumlord.
dollars right now.
Tim's a Monopoly slumlord.
No water for you. Okay.
Gentlemen, everybody in the chat, we love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And remember, when life gives you lemons, you make yourself a cocktail.